And see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Mitsubishi. On Tyson and 71B Springdale, rathmitsubishi.com.
Superior Fence and Rail, one of the largest fence companies in the country, is here in Northwest Arkansas. Superior Fence and Rail can custom chain link, wood, or vinyl fencing. Superior Fence can custom install ornamental iron fencing with powered automatic gates with access control. 12 months, same as cash financing, is available. And Superior Fence and Rail warranties all of their work. Superior Fence and Rail, 479-439-1096. 479-439-1096. Or go online to superiorfenceandrail.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-551-3241. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-551-3241. That's 800-551-3241. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Northwest Arkansas. Hi, this is Stacy with ProMix Concrete, a division of Ozark Ready Mix. We're a local ready mix concrete supplier, and I'd like to invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high-performance, optimized ready-mix concrete and top-notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or ProMix?
All hail is broken loose at Rath Mitsubishi. Thanks to a bit of severe Arkansas weather, we're having a lot-wide hail sale. Save up to $10,000 off retail value on hail discounted new and road-ready certified pre-owned inventory. If your car was affected by recent storms, we can help. We'll trade for your old car, dings and all, or you can visit our on-site hail repair pros for free estimates, help with your insurance claim, and on-site repairs. Come find your next ride during our hail of a sale and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Mitsubishi. On Tyson and 71B Springdale, rathmitsubishi.com.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Arkansas football begins in 65 days. Touchdown! Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruscin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruscin and Zach starts right now.
What happened? Nothing. Something happened. We need to do like a hard reset. Go 3, 2, 1. Start again.
Oh, we're beyond that.
Okay, cool.
All
right.
877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group Hotline. Ruscin and Zach here on the program. I think I know what happened.
Okay. We're having a little technical snafu.
Yeah, I think I know what happened. But I'll tell you later.
Okay.
What happened?
All
I
right.
think I know what happened. But everything's twice as long as it should be, which generally is a good thing.
Yeah.
Not a good thing in this particular instance here. All right.
Yeah.
You see what's happening there?
I do. I'll take care of that. You go.
Okay.
You do your thing.
All right.
I got this.
Well, it's kind of hard because, I
got
need
it.
a dance partner here.
I can do 2 things. I got you.
Okay. All right. Fine. Good to have you with us here over ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line It Now app. That's what happened in the last thing, too.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Got you.
I think someone got hit twice. You know what I'm saying?
It does happen.
It does. These things happen from time to time.
All right. I think we're good. I think we're good. Got you.
Okay.
You go.
All right.
You go.
All
We
right.
got this.
All right. How we doing? We'll try We'll try again tomorrow. Let's just stop and just call it good there, and that'll be it. That'll be it. Let's see here. What's happening out there? What is happening out there? Well, John Calipari's first round draft streak came to a close last night.
It
17 years in a row.
It definitely did. Yeah.
Arkansas mushed John Calipari, man. Who had that? Only in America. You know what I mean?
It was.
How did that happen?
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah,
but it was bound to come to an end at some point.
Yeah, that's what the talking points said. Yes,
right.
Well, it couldn't last forever.
No, it couldn't.
That's right.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was going to come to an end. Aduthiero was never going in the first round.
No.
He's a mid-second round guy. He's as we talked about yesterday, he's a project guy and a guy that he's got a place in the league. I just don't think it's in round one. But as we have said 1,000 times before, the NBA is far more interesting off the court than it is on the court. The number of profanities uttered when your name was called, it should be one of the happiest points in your life. Apparently, and I don't know how you feel about this, but Toronto and Salt Lake City, not prime NBA destinations. Things seem to be really bad there.
Yes, but also, that's maybe that's just how people talk now.
Maybe
I don't know.
It was. I mean, the first half of the first round was entertaining.
Yeah.
We had a lot of surprises, things that I always say the draft starts at 3 because everybody kind of knows when the top 2 are, but it really started at 8.
So the Portland Trailblazers select Colin Cowherd here. This is a young man with the ultimate bet on yourself story.
So shout out Eastern Washington with a top 10 pick.
I didn't know he could play.
I didn't either. But didn't see that one. That was really when the draft started was when Colin Cowherd got drafted.
Yeah, good for him. That Fox money dries up. You got to go play in the league, play in the association.
It was fun.
Works,
it was a lot of fun. So
yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah, it was fine. It was what it was, and
we get to do it all over again tonight.
We get to do it all.
Round 2, I think, goes quicker. I think.
Is it?
I think so. Last night was I think it started the broadcast started at 6:30 local time. And I think it ended just after 10:30, so 4 hours. But I believe tonight, and look, I'll give them credit. I mean, it's 5 minutes in between picks. It's not the NFL when you can run out, run to the grocery store and get back between picks.
Right? Yeah.
Just absolutely brutal. The NFL draft. It's also not as entertaining as the NFL draft. But big night for Duke. 3 of the top 9.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think Cooper Flagg's going to be a bust, and I know Christian will probably he'll probably go to his corner and cry about that. I think he's going to struggle in the league night to night.
Yeah, okay.
My kid's a huge Spurs fan.
Right.
She's very upset with the Dylan Harper pick. She as close as she could get legally to saying a bad word, she did. She wanted Ace Bailey, who apparently is an incredible D-bag from what I've been able to judge. Like failing to if you want to...
He'll do well here then.
Yeah, he'll be fine. You refuse to work out for good teams and want to go to Washington? What the hell's wrong with you, man?
Well, I mean, if you want a no-pressure, no-stress situation,
True.
You go to Washington.
Jordan
if you just want to play and get paid, Washington, Charlotte, these are places where you can go, and there's no pressure to win there because nobody gives a crap. So, I mean, there is something to be said for that. There are people who actually want to... achieve and win, and then they'll try and end up at more successful organizations. But those are not 2 of them that I just mentioned, Washington and Charlotte. So that's another thing going on there. But I don't know. I mean, it's I didn't watch much of it. I like the close. That's what I like.
Yeah,
honestly, that's the best part is the close. There was a guy last night who pulled off a suit jacket with no lapels and no shirt under the jacket. He just wore the jacket with no lapels.
And God bless Jay Billis for having to work through that god-awful broadcast. But he dropped an Angus Young reference last night. I can't remember who the player was, but he was in a suit and shorts.
and said that he looked like Angus Young at an AC/DC concert. Yeah. And nobody on that panel even flinched because none of them know who Angus Young is.
They don't know who that is. Yeah. Right. They don't know what they're looking at there.
Johnny has texted in. Bailey has so many bust properties.
And what would a bust property be?
Yeah, actually, I would like to know that. That's a good phrase.
That's right.
I learned last night during the draft what a 3-and-D guy is.
See, I hate that phrase. Like you hate glue guy, or take it to the next level.
So 3-and-D is a glue guy. It's a guy who stands outside the arc, shoots threes, and plays defense.
3-and-D.
Yeah, that's a 3-and-D guy.
Is it really better to shorten it to 3-and-D when you still have to explain what that is? You're not really shortening it.
You're Michael Cooper. That's all you are. You're Michael Cooper. Okay, fine.
Like, have you done any work for us when you say 3-and-D and then people have to go find out what that is? Like you haven't helped us. You haven't done any shorthand there.
And we've got to do something with the player interviews. We got to stop inviting the families out because these people just all became millionaires and they don't know what to do with their hands.
What about this hat situation?
Oh,
like we can't get the hats right.
Dreadful.
It's so dumb because it's not. I believe I have this right. And I could be incredibly wrong as usual. But because it's not the official league year yet, is why they can't change the hats out. The trades aren't official until yet. That's so stupid.
July 1st.
Then have the draft July 2nd. Then I mean, if they have to do it on July 1st, that's what they should do.
Just hold up the jersey with their name on it. With the one like they do at the NFL. You don't have to give them the hat or anything like that. But yeah, you're right. It was getting confusing in the back half of the draft when the bowling pin came out and had to give you this diatribe of who got moved where. And I'm like, man, just make the pick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very confusing because it doesn't all get filed until next week, I guess. But just file it now. What? I don't understand.
BE says my daughter's a 3 and harass the ref girl. Yes, 100%.
3 and T.
Yeah, she's a 3
and get the T. That's right.
Let me check that. You're a 3 and T.
3 and T. Thank you.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. I run into one every now and then.
When she's playing up there, I wish you would. That kid's a 3 and T.
Kid's a 3 and T, Mackie. She'll shoot the 3 and then get a T.
And then get a T.
Talking to the ref.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So I could say that?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Good. All right, I'll use that.
I like that.
Right. But I can't call her Mac.
Do not ever call her Mac. I will put down my headphones. I will come over there with a billy club.
It's like calling USC Southern Cal on the air.
Yes, sir.
He just called her Mackie, and you let that fly.
Mackie's his analyst. Oh, boy. Sometimes
he was like he was.
I thought I had one there.
He's like L21 at Kennedy waving planes in over here. I'm like, what do you have?
In a 747 in.
I thought you were talking about Kinsey.
No, that's his analyst.
As I was.
You're lucky you have an analyst.
I'm
out there by myself.
And he's good. He's very good.
I'm out there by myself, and I suck.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to say anything, but there have been people who've said that to me.
I did let her know that you call her a 3 and T, and she is now looking for you.
Okay, all right. You know where to find me. I'm right here.
Yeah,
right here.
So I enjoy the draft. I'm there for the close. I thought Cooper Flagg looked great.
Yeah.
I mean, they all.
Who was the guy in the Angus Young getup? Do we know?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay, all right.
I forget who it was, but Billis. I mean, he landed the joke, and nobody on that panel got it.
It was crickets.
Not one person knew what they were talking about.
You have to repeat it 3 more times.
Right. Yeah. See, Angus Young. When you get to the point where you have to explain who Angus Young is, it doesn't work.
No. Right.
Bob and Branson says he was a 3 and D guy back in the day. Shot threes, didn't make a lot, but did play good fundamental defense. Knees bent and had a good shuffle.
I think we can come up with funnier definitions of 3 and D guy.
Yeah.
Like you have 3 tequila shots and you drop your pants or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you can come up with something better for 3 and D than
Trey Johnson from Texas. Thank you.
Oh, he was all right.
Yeah. Now I was watching the draft with a friend of mine last night, and I got, who's Trey Johnson? I'm like, God, did you watch anything?
No one did.
He went to Texas.
A lot of SEC in the top 10. Does that mean the league is going to be worse next year?
Yeah, probably.
Well, that's good because it was very difficult last year.
The kid from Oklahoma, the Harris kid. I'm like, I don't remember him at all. And then Kinsey looked at me and she goes, "We went to the game."
Oh,
I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, you really dialed in.
Yeah, I was zeroed in on what was going on.
You went to the Lloyd Noble Center?
No.
Oh, they was here?
Yeah, they were here.
I was at that game,
was on a Thursday.
They blew that game.
That was the day she abandoned me at halftime.
They blew that game. They were up 9, and they kept 6 minutes left.
They kept fouling the 3-point shooter.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, yes, they did.
Also, shout out to ESPN because like every highlight they showed was against Arkansas.
It's an easy way to find stuff.
When the Illinois guy got drafted, I mean, it was all Arkansas highlights.
Yeah, it's an easy way for this has been a long-standing thing at ESPN. If you need to find video, go look up whoever's Arkansas game, and you'll find a lot of highlights.
Yeah.
They've been doing this for 20 years at least. It's been easy for them.
And I was that broadcast was so bad.
There were two different ones.
No, and each were equally bad.
Here's what I liked. I like that Stephen A. and who's the guy, Bob Meyerson? They hate each other.
Yeah, they don't like each
That's
other.
That's good TV.
Yeah.
I like that because they hate each other. Because Bob has no respect for Stephen A. and I think vice versa.
I was riveted by the discussion on what was an academy and what was a high school as they argued over was Monteverdi the best high school team ever assembled. Who cares?
It was pretty good, though.
The analysis on the players was dreadful, but thank God they showed us their girlfriends.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because I needed
their girlfriends for now.
No, for today. I mean, that's like a swap meet going on there.
You got to upgrade, right? You get money, you upgrade,
I mean, you're
right?
in the top 10, you're upgrade.
That's right. Of course.
I mean, the poor kid from South Carolina gets drafted, and the whole video is of his girlfriend, Chloe Kitts.
Yeah.
It's like this is now he did the F-bomb when he was going to Toronto, and I guarantee you she ain't going to Toronto with him.
Now somebody's mom took over the internet last night too. What was that? Dylan Harper's mom.
Shout out Ron Harper. Did not realize that was Ron Harper's kid.
Oh wow!
But Dylan Harper's mom picked up 1 million Instagram followers yesterday.
Way to go! Yeah.
God, I love the draft.
I think there was another one that I saw that people were going gaga over on the internet last night.
Yeah, it was it was your typical night.
Oh yeah, it was Knippel's mom.
Yeah,
Con Knippel from Duke. Yeah.
Boy, that's a tough name.
Knippel?
Yeah, I would not want to be the Utah guy. No, he was going to Charlotte.
You got Dickie Lovelady with the Mets.
He got DFA. He got DFA.
Already?
Yeah, he got DFA.
He just got there.
They DFA'd him yesterday.
That sucks.
Yeah. How do you go Con Knippel for 3 without screwing that up once during the regular season?
Yeah, it's something.
God bless the Charlotte TV and radio guys. They're Con Knippel. No, I mean it's going to come out como homo chixa. I mean it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
And then they had his brothers up there, and they were all terrible. Ugh.
Wow, you were really. What is something you liked?
Close.
Okay,
I absolutely loved close. Jay Billis was good.
Yeah,
all right. And I'm not a real Stephen A. fan, but I thought as far as entertainment value goes and irritating everybody else on the panel, he did a great job.
Well, mission accomplished.
I mean, he did a great job. Watching all the F-bombs, and I don't want to go to Utah, and I don't want to go to Toronto. That was fun. It was entertaining, but boy, it was a calamity on the broadcast side. Absolute calamity.
BE claims he was a 4-and-B guy. 4 quick fouls, and he sat on the bench.
Hey, man, you got 5. Use 4.
That's right.
Use 4.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you know what? Hey, we get to do it again tonight. I saw a mock this morning. He's like going to go 36 to the Nets, who had 1.5 billion picks. And I love when they're up there on
they're still going to miss the playoffs.
Nobody drafts 5 guys. That's the dumbest. Nets draft 5 guys.
Yeah.
It's
not like they have anybody any good now.
That's
so
true,
you might as well try and reset the thing.
Yeah, I mean, you traded Durant and Harden, Kyrie.
Yeah.
So you might.
They didn't do anything with those guys either. So
let's get the big dude from Michigan. That'll solve it.
Yeah. It is. Here's something that does intrigue me about this is that the whole let's just get 3 studs like. The Nets kind of killed that with Harden, Durant,
out of the super team thing.
And Kyrie. That failed, and now nobody's really doing that anymore. So now it's like it's actual roster building. Like who can play this spot? Who can do this? Who can do that?
I love Oklahoma City. They're at like 15 going, we don't have a roster spot.
Right.
Like
what are we going to do here?
Somebody.
Yeah.
What an embarrassment of a.
They're set for a minute or two over there at Oklahoma City.
They're streaming us in Ypsilanti, Michigan. All right.
All right. What's up, Ypsilanti?
Don't drink the water.
No, that's Flint.
Michigan. The whole state should be set on fire.
Yeah, you don't like Michigan.
I hate Michigan. East Lansing, Ann Arbor, Detroit, hate it all.
Yeah, that's right. You don't like it?
No.
You're not a fan?
Not really. No.
All right. I see, I think of, to me, like draft night and all the draft stuff is just the pro version of recruiting talk. It's the same thing.
It is.
Because it's all prospecting. Nobody knows anything.
That's
it's just
good
guessing.
Word for it. You're out there. You're
prospecting.
You're crypto mining. Is what you're doing.
Well, that's right. And it's the same. It's just in a pro city. This is recruiting talk. It's the same thing to me.
But here's the broadcast was awful. When they get to Ace Bailey, the first thing you should have brought up was that he refused to work out for X number of teams. I don't want to know that as the selection is being made. That's information. Like, Bill, help me out here. You worked in TV news. That's the headline. Was this guy tried to force where he was going to go, and Danny Ainge said, "No, sir, you're coming to us."
Yeah, no, that should have been the ramp.
But yeah, it should have been the ramp.
You're going to Utah for reasons you can't even fathom.
You want to get punished? You don't want to work out? You're going to Utah. That should have been the headline. Anytime you brought up Ace Bailey, was he refused to work out for this team?
What do you do for fun in Utah? Like, what does a 20-something-year-old person do?
You go to Moab and you go four-wheeling.
Okay. I like four-wheeling.
Or what if you're not into the outdoors?
Yeah, what if you're not into the outdoors?
Then you're screwed.
Okay. There it is.
Better get your gaming skills up so you can talk to people who are living in cool places.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it gives you an opportunity, Derek, to focus on your basketball.
Oh, yeah, focus on your craft. Develop your craft.
What you do is you go crazy 81 or 41 or 41 nights a year when you're on the road.
Right.
We're going to Miami. Thank God.
877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group hotline here on Ruscin and Zach.
Sports talk there.
I'm exhausted. You got anything else? Okay, good.
No, not a thing.
Awesome. This will be good. All right, we'll check on the poll questions and everything else that we do around here. Coming up here. Kendall says a pro for Utah. He can have 7 wives. I don't think you can do that anymore. I think they got rid of the whole polygamy thing. I don't know. Maybe you can go find the golden plates. They're somewhere. No one knows where they are. Go find them. Huh. We'll be back on ESPN Arkansas after this.
The Crane team is your home for all your automotive needs. With 16 different locations across the state and America's favorite brands, the Crane team has the perfect vehicle for you. From pickup and delivery to service after the sale, plus our famous huge Crane cash discounts. The Crane team simply can't be beat. Shop Arkansas's largest selection.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Sandy White Perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacale.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite. White perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Choose your escape. Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. Take a luxurious dip with the $5 Classic box. Indulge in a lavish meal with the $7 Supreme box. Or explore new worlds with the $9 Discovery box. Now featuring the crispy chicken burrito for a truly unmissable experience.
Is that Tony Hawk?
Get Lux for less, only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Roback's got the gear for your perfect summer days.
Coast summers living on the run. Now the beachfront nights, 5,000 thunderstorms. Won't you kiss me, darling? Tell me that you're gonna stay. Yeah. Give me those East Coast summers, Maryland to Maine. Now the seaside.
Shop polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Roback.com.
Roback made finding the perfect pair of pants or shorts much easier. They're a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric. They look great on and off the golf course. So shop at Roback.com for the Delta pants and shorts.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline continues to be your number one source for all your sports betting action. And with baseball in full swing and football season right around the corner, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting. From MLB, UFC to tennis and NFL futures, BetOnline remains your choice for sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Head to the website today and take advantage of their industry-leading VIP program with level-up bonuses and weekly cash boosts. Bet online. The game starts here.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new
to 321-321.
If you need to hire, you know it takes time. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You simply pick a time and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day.
Try Zip Intro for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. It's time to step up to the plate and get a big league haircut at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Whether you're gearing up for the game or just need a fresh cut, our all-star stylist will have you looking like a champ. Kick back in our big comfy chairs, catch the game on our ATVs, and enjoy a cold beer or root beer while we handle the rest. Book online at fantasysportscuts.com or call us at 935-3116. Walk-ins are always welcome, but if you're on a tight schedule, we recommend booking ahead. Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every haircut is a home run. Located at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. They have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. Absolute Janitorial Service cleans multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and so much more. Call Absolute Janitorial Service today for a free quote at 866-WITH-AJS. That's 866-948-4257. See what an absolute difference they can make for your business.
ESPN 99.5. We don't read the headlines. We make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news brought to you by Good Chair because I had nowhere to sit. Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by. Tell Robert Errol Mann that Joe Bonamassa sucks. And you want to be seated in Good Chair. No Arkansas players chosen in last night's NBA draft first round. Edu is expected to hear his name called in tonight's second round, which, by the way, you can hear right here on ESPN Arkansas beginning at 6:30. State's number one ranked high school football player is chosen to go out of state to play his college football. Danny Beal, four-star defensive lineman, ranked 115, according to 247. Cross County chose Oklahoma State over Missouri, Mississippi State, Mississippi, and North Carolina.
Well, there you go. Nobody in Northwest Arkansas knows there is an East Arkansas, so they just didn't know the guy was there.
It's the third straight year the number one player in the state has left. Your Ruscin and Zach X polls brought to you by Shindig tonight, the fearsome foursome, dancing the rest. When someone says, Bill, you don't know the half of it, are you about to learn all of it?
Hopefully.
74.1% of you said yes. Who's the biggest villain in SEC football? Is it Lane Kiffin, Drink, Brian Kelly, or Kirby Smart?
Kirby Smart.
9.9% of you said Kirby Smart. 45.9% of you said Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
What has Kiffin done?
That's the thing. He makes a lot of noise, but he doesn't win anything.
To you,
so it's annoying.
You out there, the biggest villain is the guy from Alma who coached at Springdale, wasn't good enough to get this job, and now coaches up at Missouri.
Right.
31.3% of you said Eli Drinkwitz.
Well, if they ignore him, he'll go away. Is the thinking there,
yes,
I
yes.
think.
Are we making too big a deal out of the number one high school football player in the state leaving to go elsewhere for the third year in a row? 52.9% of you said it's a big deal. 22.4% of you said make a bigger deal out of it. Those are your Ruscin and Zach.
You got it.
That's it.
No problem there.
Yeah. BE says, by East Arkansas, do you mean Elkins?
Yeah,
that actually would be South. That'd be South Arkansas.
Well, that's where the state...
East would be like Huntsville.
The Northwest Arkansas elites think that the state ends at Elkins, and that there's nothing else.
No, it ends at the tunnel. West Fork. Just past West Fork. I mean, we include West Fork begrudgingly, but, the tunnel. That's where it ends.
Shindig hosted by Jimmy O'Neill, as we all know.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that.
I have no idea who that is.
What did Shindig air on?
ABC.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I posted the video.
2 seasons.
Posted the video. Yeah, now I know why. I posted the video of the Fearsome Foursome. Well, really, Rosie Greer was phenomenal.
Yeah.
The rest of the Fearsome Foursome were not. In particular, Merlin Olsen. God bless me, he was up there just dancing his heart out. But the pull to rope just wasn't. He had no rhythm. It was bad. Yeah. He did the shuffle, and I mean, you could tell right off the jump if you watch like the first 30 seconds. Once the music starts, Merlin's completely lost.
Right. Yeah.
And like you can see Deacon Jones like trying to help him out, but it's a lost cause. I mean, the man is 6'5". He's almost 300 pounds, and has no rhythm.
Yeah. He was struggling out there.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Later, he'd sell flowers much better than he did.
Yes. Yeah. And he saved Laura Ingalls Wilder, Father Murphy, and all that stuff. He was a great broadcaster. I liked Enberg and Olsa. That was a good pairing.
Yeah.
But boy, they turned the music on.
He was
Merlin,
the FTD man.
Run, Merlin, run.
Guy's not going to be there when a random conga line breaks out.
No. He'll sit that one out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, those are your Ruscin and Zach Expo. Get out there, folks. Grab some ass.
That's right. Johnny has texted in, Razorback basketball is so exclusive. Even the best high school players in the state sign elsewhere because they know they couldn't get on the floor at Arkansas. Signed the U of A talking points.
That's not true. In this past cycle, the number one player in the state signed with Arkansas. The number one player in the state is pledged to Arkansas in this coming cycle. So there you go.
Jamie says everything east of Russellville is Mississippi.
And that's Russ Vegas to you, buddy.
Yeah. Well, that's why, but I mean, hell, they had one of the top players across the street. And they didn't want him either. So, I mean,
apparently Johnny is actually Abner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right. I fixed that.
Is anyone blocked today?
Last time I checked.
Open the floodgates.
Yeah. We open the gates of hell.
No, they're wide open.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. For all of you who've been banned, now's your time.
That's right. Say
and
something
for those
stupid.
of you that are still using the old text line,
you're dumb.
You're dumb. You don't deserve to be on this planet anymore. I mean, we've said a billion times, 877-377-6963. I've texted most of you the number, and you still don't get it.
Yeah.
And I realize that in 26 and 28, this is my political base, or these people.
Yeah, you're going to need them.
Yeah, I'm going to need them around
till pull the upset.
I mean, I can't get rid of them until 28 at least. So,
well, you just use them long enough, and then you dump them. That's what politicians do.
How very political of
you
me.
Use the people till you don't need them anymore, and then you just throw them out to the trash heap of society.
I read the books. I know how it works.
That's right.
I know how it works.
That's how they all work.
Yeah, that's how this goes.
You didn't text Greg, apparently. Greg is texting us now.
Well, Greg's on the right line, Greg. Why would I text you when you were... Y'all gonna make me mad again. Now, here I was having a good day.
Angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
I was having a good day. and now we got these buffoons at West and Springdale.
He's on the wrong side.
Jason and Rogers.
Well,
Jay has texted on the wrong line.
Let me point out something on these people's behalf. This is a unique way to get attention for yourself. Because we call them all out every time.
It's dumb. It's dumb. You're dumb.
I am dumb.
Yeah, not you, them.
Well, I am too.
Jay in particular. He texts all the time. It's like, man, new number. New number's the old number. Simple.
But it is a unique way to get attention on this show.
Right. Now, Ryan points out the old line's kind of like a black market thing. It's the dark web.
It's the dark web
right.
of our
But
show.
guys, it's going away, we think. We should just go back to it until they take it away from us.
Why not?
Yeah. All right, everybody back to the old.
That's good. But I mean, you call one number and text another number. And everybody back in the pool. No out of the pool. No in the pool. Very confusing. Very confusing. And we still have that thing where you can send us audio clips on your phone on the Hit That Line app.
Please don't do that.
I like playing those when we get them. They're pretty funny sometimes.
Never play them.
Well, we did a couple times.
Yeah, like when it was new. Then we realized it was so dumb. And it was a work. I mean, it was a lot of work to get those things from there to in there. Dakota says he feels very important when we read his texts.
Okay. See?
All right.
There you go.
Yeah. Great question from Quentin and Viola. So who ended up winning the super regional tickets we were giving away?
For game 4?
Yeah. For game 4.
It's crazy what happened to those. We're
going to have some tickets to give away not next week after.
Yeah.
Some stuff you'll want.
Okay.
I think I've got to think of a creative way to do that. I think,
and we've had to give away tickets to things you don't want.
That's
before.
correct.
Let me tell
You're going to want it. You're going to want this. I think we may do phone rodeo.
I like that.
I love that game.
Yeah. Classic.
You got to stay connected for 8 seconds.
It's classic.
That's a great game. Okay.
It's a good time.
Yeah, it's a good time. Jay from Rogers, correct number. Yes.
Thank you, Jay.
Good.
You got it.
Good.
Yes. The other number is the hidden menu.
No, it's not.
Like at McDonald's
they
and Waffle
keep
House.
threatening to shut it down, but it's still here.
Yeah. Well, they like the traffic it generates, so they don't want to shut it down. It's why they won't get rid of ESPN News.
Yeah.
Well, at some point, someone is actually watching it, and we don't want to turn that down.
ESPN News is brilliant because it's the overflow channel where you can start a game.
They should just call it ESPN Overflow. ESPN
It's always it's the start of a game somewhere. I always laugh when there's a particular member of our media who, when the Arkansas game doesn't start on the channel it's supposed to, takes to the Facebooks and starts griping about like it's the Arkansas game is starting ESPN News. ESPN. They're never going to fix it. Okay, stop griping about it. You've been in this business long enough. You should know how this works.
If you watch on the app, it starts right on time.
That's exactly right.
Every time.
But
except that one time it did.
They're starting the game on ESPN News. Dude, it's a click. They're not asking you to get up, go to your neighbor's house, set up a satellite dish, sit down, watch 8 minutes of the game, and then go home.
Yeah, this isn't the old days where you had to tune in Satcom C4 on the C-band to get the game. Good Lord.
And his favorite argument is they need to prioritize Arkansas. Yeah, they're going to take the Duke, North Carolina game off for you, buddy.
Why do they need to do that?
Yeah, somebody tell me.
The next time that happens, I want you to alert me, and I want to have that conversation in real time. Why do they need to prioritize?
Arturo with some news. Rosie Greer still hanging in there at 92.
Well, he's got to be the only one left.
I would think so. Yeah.
And he was the lead
Deacon's
singer.
Gone. Merlin's gone. I can't remember the other guy.
Well, we looked this up like a week ago.
Yeah.
Lundy.
Yeah. Triple Lundy. Was that the Rodney Dangerfield dive? The Triple Lundy?
The Triple Lundy.
Back to school?
Yeah, he couldn't do it. It was so good. It couldn't be done again. It was so dangerous.
Russell Mountain Home wants to know, was there a Mel Kiper meltdown during the NBA draft? Yes. Stephen A. was fighting with everybody.
And him and Bob Meyerson hate each other, which is great TV.
Here's the thing about Stephen A. is he's always wrong. He is
but he
wrong
thinks he's
about
right.
everything.
Yeah,
he
what's
has
that like?
no idea. Stephen A. Smith has probably watched 30 seconds of college basketball. He doesn't know anything about these guys.
Not there for his expertise.
He's just there to make a lot of noise,
right?
Which he does.
Yes,
and it drives the sane people crazy.
Right.
He sucks at his job. He just makes a lot of noise.
Well, he sucks at the knowledge part.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. At the drawing an audience and entertaining part, he's very good. That's why he's paid $20 million a year by ESPN. Because he, because we're talking about him today. Lamar Lundy is dead. We're being told. So there is one member of the Fearsome Foursome left, and it is Rosie Greer, the lead singer.
Well, I fully expected the Grammys to have an in memoriam to the singing Fearsome
Did they
Foursome.
win a Grammy?
Who?
Those guys.
No.
Oh, okay.
It was a Triple Lindy. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.
All
right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Sorry,
very good. I just watched that a couple weeks ago. You think I'd know this? Back to school.
Yeah.
Kinnison's a teacher.
Yeah. Now, Dufresne has a complaint about the way they switch the games back and forth. Says, I wish they would tell you when they're changing it back instead of all of a sudden watching darts. Yeah, they're really bad about that. They should run something across the bottom. Say, hey, you want to go watch the game? It's over there.
Like you wake up from your nap and pillow fights on.
Yeah, the slap battle is on. They got they should give you a countdown, like 10, 9, all the way down to 1, and then boom, you got to go back.
Well, in basketball, they do it at the next media time.
Right.
In baseball, it just kind of varies, I guess.
In
the
football,
end of the inning.
they just flip the switch.
Football, it's whenever the next commercial break comes in. I mean, it is kind of arbitrary. Anyway.
I thought their coverage was dreadful yet entertaining. Their lack of information was rampant.
One of the great people in the history of the journalism department at the U of A, Gerald Jordan, worked with Stephen A. when he was at the Philadelphia Inquirer, and apparently Rusty says he told stories, and he was the same back then as he is now.
See, when I was in journalism school, we had Robbie Morganfield, and Robbie used to tell stories about Mitch Albom.
Oh, yeah.
Who at that point in time was not Mitch Albom gained fame when he got on the sports reporters 2 years later.
And that book, yeah.
Oh yeah, which one?
Tuesdays with Maury.
Oh, that's a depressing book.
Yeah,
and Marley.
We should be reading that every day on here for the summer. We'll read a depressing book to you. That'd be good.
Yeah,
you know how Andy Kaufman read Great Gatsby on stage.
Right, yeah,
and we should just do that.
Which book would you like to start with?
Tuesdays with Maury is a good place to start, right?
Oh, I was going to go Razorback Media Guide. It's a sad book.
6-23 against a ranked team. So we can start there.
One player in the state. Gone again. And he's flying over you. It's not like he went to Mississippi. Oklahoma State.
That's the thing. Like the border battle. Yeah. And this all started really with that kid from Fort Smith several years ago. Yeah. All right. Hey, Ruscin and Zach will continue very soon.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
Rally House, shop every team in town. Come on, it's time to go.
Let's go, Hogs. Find all your Razorback gear at Rally House. Shop online at rallyhouse.com or visit one of our 7 Arkansas store locations around Fayetteville, Rogers, Little Rock, and Fort Smith for throwback designs, latest styles, and fan favorites.
Rally House. It's your city, it's your house, it's the Rally House.
Saddle up, Northwest Arkansas. It's the 81st annual Rodeo of the Ozarks, June 25th through the 28th in Springdale. Come see some of the world's best cowboys and cowgirls compete in one of America's top-ranked rodeos, a proud tradition since 1944. Get your tickets now at rodeooftheozarks.org, or you can stop by the rodeo office at 1423 East Emma Avenue in Springdale. The Rodeo of the Ozarks, June 25th through the 28th. Let's rodeo.
There's only one place to buy fireworks at wholesale prices. Hey guys, I'm Chris Brewer, the owner of USA Fireworks in Arkansas. The best way to purchase your fireworks show is at wholesale prices. Get more fireworks for your money at USA Fireworks Wholesale. If you're interested in purchasing a fireworks show at wholesale prices, send us a message on our website at usafireworks.org. That's usafireworks.org. Go Hogs.
Is that knee, hip, or shoulder pain not getting any better? Are you stuck in a cycle of steroid shots and now they're talking surgery? Before you go down that road, hit pause for a second. Hey, it's Tommy Kraft. I want to tell you about something that helped a lot of people get their lives back without more meds and without going under the knife. It's QC Kinetics, leaders in regenerative medicine, all designed to actually help your body heal itself. No masking the pain. This goes to the root of the problem, and this is critical. 92% of patients report satisfaction with their results. That's not just a number, it's peace of mind that you're exploring something that's truly working for people just like you. Learn more about something that could be life-changing. A licensed medical provider will go over your x-rays and MRI and see if you're a good fit for these breakthrough treatments. Call QC Kinetics today, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234 for QC Kinetics in Northwest Arkansas.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. It's time to step up to the plate and get a big league haircut at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Whether you're gearing up for the game or just need a fresh cut, our all-star stylist will have you looking like a champ. Kick back in our big comfy chairs, catch the game on our ATVs, and enjoy a cold beer or root beer while we handle the rest. Book online at fantasysportscuts.com or call us at 935-3116. Walk-ins are always welcome, but if you're on a tight schedule, we recommend booking ahead. Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every haircut is a home run. Located at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Seconds making a play. Short's got it covered.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4.
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Call Sean Garrison in Rogers and Griggs Covington in Farmington.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Is your DIY website killing your business and robbing your time? Modular Orange specializes in building professional custom websites for service businesses just like yours for just $95 a month. That's right, a high-performance website for only $95 a month with no upfront costs. There's a reason lawyers, dentists, accountants, counselors, plumbers, electricians, and more all trust Modular Orange to build their online presence. Take your time back to focus on what you do best. Let the professionals at Modular Orange handle your website. Visit modularorange.com today. That's modularorange.com.
Hi, everyone. I'm 4029 meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast. Plenty of sunshine for our Thursday. Looks like we've got a few high clouds to go with that sun. Highs today in northwest Arkansas, close to 90 degrees. And in the River Valley, we'll have low and mid-90s. It's going to be very humid. Tomorrow for Friday, we've got sunny to partly cloudy skies, but a better chance of a shower or storm throughout the day. Afternoon highs are going to stay the same. I'm meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. It's Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, we have returned here on the program. Quarterly hour. 877-377-6963. How much exploring do you do in the podcast realm? You ever listen to any of these?
I have a couple that I listen to pretty regularly. I'll dabble here and there, but I don't have as much time as I used to. So I don't get to do it as much. I probably listen to 3, like on the regular, and then
that sounds like most people. They listen to like 3 or 4.
And, I mean, one of them is something you would not believe. But the other 2 are like news and information types,
like Buddhism or something.
It's not that far off.
Spirituality,
yeah, a little bit.
Cool,
a little bit.
You're grounded.
No, I like to think of it as it teaches me to deal with you people better.
Oh, that's very important.
that's what we're doing.
That's very important.
Yeah.
Well, I tried a couple weeks ago. I tried this sounded like a good idea. There's someone I like, one of these actor people, and I was like, well, this sounds like this is new. I keep seeing people talking about it. I want to try this one out. I listened to like a minute. and it was the worst pile of crap I've ever heard.
You're more of an audiophile than I am.
It's terrible.
Like if I'm going to listen to something, it's probably going to be something that Motley Crue knocked out. I'm just a music guy. I can't, but when I'm running or something, yeah, I'll throw on something. And I like the true crime podcast.
Okay,
there's a really good one about the state of Arkansas that I like.
Okay,
that one is pretty interesting. And here and there I'll find one that I like.
So now I believe, because this is how the talk radio side of my brain works. If one celebrity podcast is bad, they're all be
bad,
garbage.
yeah.
And there's about 5 million.
There
of them.
are.
So they're all terrible. So I'm out on that entire genre. But I brought this up because some of you of a certain age may remember Steve from Blue's Clues, the original guy. He's getting a podcast. He's launching a podcast this fall for grown-ups called Alive.
No offense, but no.
He is focusing on what it means to stay human in a complicated world.
Nope. Unless you're singing the Mailbox song. Sorry, Steve, you lost me. I don't care about your views on life. I want to hear I want to talk to Mr. Pepper and Mrs. Salt and Magenta, and I want to sing the Mailbox song. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail when it comes to want to wail.
BE, are you ready? Are you ready? I will now impersonate for you and the entire listening audience, Blue.
All right.
Here we go.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Blue.
For a limited Blue, that's not
Blue.
bad.
That's Blue. There you go.
You know what? You weren't lying. You're good for about a second on most of your impressions.
I can impersonate a half a sentence of about anybody walking. The rest of it, I'm out on.
Yeah, Blue Skidoo. We can too. Sure.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Right. We just got a letter.
I love it.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter.
I
wonder
love
who
that.
it's from.
I loved Blue's Clues.
I missed that show.
The original
right.
run of Blue's
Well,
Clues.
I was like a teenager when that was popular, so I missed out on that. Now, like the early '90s, like Rugrats, Doug, I was watching those shows. Clarissa Explains It All. I was on that.
Megan says the early years of Blue's Clues were priceless. It was great. I loved
with
Blue's
the big
Clues.
green couch.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Mr. Notebook. Absolutely.
Handy dandy notebook.
Right.
Yeah, right. Of course.
Our handy dandy ding notebook.
That's right. Yeah. Right. Anyway, he's going to get in. He's getting he's getting a podcast this fall.
Hacker, and I listen to the same Arkansas podcast. It's called Hell and Gone. It's done by a girl from Arkansas. It's really, really interesting.
Check that out.
It's pretty good.
Is that on the Hit That Line podcast?
Of course not. No. But it's done by a girl from Arkansas, and it's interesting. It's got some things in there.
Okay. I got it. And it's all Arkansas cases?
All Arkansas, yeah.
Oh, woo pig.
Yeah.
All right. I like that.
Russell Mountain Home claims that Blue's Clues was a Pee-wee's Playhouse knockoff. So what? Every idea. There are no original ideas anymore. Look at Hollywood.
Right. Yeah.
There are no original ideas. You take a little bit here, a little bit there. You put it together, and that's what you got.
Now, I think, Bill, you may be on Conan O'Brien's podcast. Isn't that something you listen to?
I listen to the one that's on XM. Yeah. The one that's on the radio.
Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Is that what that's called? Yeah.
That, and I listened to Bill Burr, and I'm trying to get into the Bateman one.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little rough.
You got to have, not to sound like a snoot here or something, but you have to have some sort of broadcasting instincts to do these things. Like Conan was a broadcaster, right? Sure. He did that show for all those years and everything. But some of these actors, they're not broadcasters. So they don't know how to, they don't know how to do, they don't have the skills.
And
you know what I mean?
With some of the actors, the scope can be somewhat limited because all they can really talk about is themselves,
right?
And their experiences, which is interesting to a point. But if you're having 5 or 6 episodes of just I worked with this director or that actress, or whatever, I mean you're starting to you're doing the same thing over and over again.
Right. Scott the Tortilla Guy, what the bleep are you talking about? All right. Thank you, Scott. Yeah.
Yeah, I like podcasts here and there. Sometimes I get in a mood, and
there's just so many of them. How do you find the good ones?
I've listened to the same sports podcast since 2009.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, same 2 guys. and that has been like my podcast.
Pardon my take?
No. No.
Okay.
No, it's actually someone who will appear on this radio station.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
In September.
I know what it is.
It's Tim O'Malley.
O'Malley.
He's a great dude. He's been on with us before.
Right. What is this? The Chevy Chase show.
Ugh.
That's a guy who didn't have that hosting thing. You know what I mean? He didn't have that that muscle.
Greg says, didn't Steve from Blue's Clues end up getting hooked on crack? No, he went to college.
Also, that's Jodie Sweetin from Full House. She ended
totally
up on the meth.
Yeah, totally different.
That's a true story. She did.
Abner pointing out if you really wanted to find a podcast, the Project.
Oh, yeah.
Bill, we got a real dilemma. Peter said that he was going to call on Friday. I don't know if that's his Friday or our Friday. Yeah. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. I don't know.
Well, the current time in Adelaide
and I would just like to
is 5:22 a.m.
And I would like
Friday,
to say this before he wakes up. And I'm going to use big words here. He is ass when it comes to betting. He sucks.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go with your tip yesterday.
Every bet that he's ever given me has been wrong.
Has he ever won one?
Not one.
Not one.
So now, whenever he gives me one, he doesn't give them to me very often. I am fading him and going the other way.
Okay.
He could not have been more wrong.
But the rain. Remember, it was the rain.
Yeah, he said to take the under in the Crows versus Carlton game because of we're playing on a wet oval, whatever that means.
I hate
and
a
as
wet
it
oval,
turns
don't you?
out, the over under was 120. Ask me how many they scored.
How many?
170.
Oh, not even
It
close.
wasn't even close. And then he's like, take Carlton on the money line. Or excuse me, as he said, on the line.
Oh, yeah.
Who won? Adelaide.
We did have a great lunch with him, though, that one time.
He's great.
He came here.
He's fantastic.
Right. Yeah.
He'll be back.
He's just not the betting guy.
No, he sucks.
Okay.
I told him that. I told him that. You are the worst. You're worse than Ruscin at basketball.
Yeah, I'm not the basketball
No,
guy.
you're not.
You know what I mean?
Like, you're not my AFL guy. And that's a shame because you're the only guy I know in Australia.
Does he know anything about CFL?
No.
Get that going.
No.
All right.
He sucks. He sucks.
Ruscin and Zach with you here on ESPN Arkansas. The Hit That Line Now app brought to you by Taco Bell. And we are live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. We'll be at Crane Hyundai in Bentonville tomorrow doing this little dog and pony show. So don't miss it. Zach will be there signing autographs, babies, whatever it takes.
Yeah, bring your baby bio.
Bring your boat. We'll sign that.
Well, I don't know if you're getting your boat in the showroom, but
leave it in the parking lot. In the parking.
Good Thursday morning. It's June 26th. I'm Valerie Zhang. This is your 4029 News live local late-breaking update. Arkansas State Police are investigating after an inmate, 48-year-old Juan Salazar Lopez, was found dead in the Sebastian County Detention Center a week ago. He was being held for ICE after he was arrested for a DWI. Right now, no foul play is suspected. Tonight, the Pea Ridge Police Department are honoring a fallen hero, Officer Kevin Apple, who was killed in the line of duty in 2021. They're hosting a candlelight vigil at the memorial site at the White Oak gas station in Pea Ridge. Tonight, the city of Bentonville is hosting a public info meeting to learn more about plans to improve the intersection of Highway 12 and Highway 279 in Bentonville. The meeting is at the Bentonville Municipal Building from 4:30 to 6:30 this afternoon. Rodeo of the Ozark continues today. It's Hispanic Heritage Night. Join Una Lee and I this morning on 4029 News Sunrise. I'm Valerie Zhang. Have a great Thursday.
Hey everyone, Josh Earnhardt here at AAA Business Systems in Northwest Arkansas. Do you like doing business with local companies? Did you know that AAA Business Systems is one of only a few truly local office technology providers in Northwest Arkansas? Ask your current technology provider where their corporate office is, and let's keep your money in Northwest Arkansas. Buy local, support local. Call us today at 479-442-4185. And remember, anything else is just a copy.
Hey gang, Blake Young here with Wood Power Sports. Currently, we are overstocked on select Polaris, Honda, Kawasaki, and Can-Am product. If you're in the market for a new side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle, come see us soon. We're about to blow these out, and I can promise you they won't last long. Also, these products are high-demand products, not your typical on-sale stuff that no one wants. Our deals won't be beat, and your buying experience will be unmatched. We look forward to serving you. Wood Power Sports, solid name you can trust.
Still handing out business cards you printed and hand cut at home? Buddy, stop. Just stop. Reach out to Minuteman Press in Springdale and let the pros handle your business cards, brochures, direct mail, banners, or signs, if that's your jam. They design, print, and promote, so you don't have to explain why your logo looks like it was drawn in crayon. Visit 3202 South Thompson or call 479-361-3581 or go to Minuteman.com. Minuteman Press in Springdale, because your brand deserves better than clip art.
Game day, work day, or any day, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue has you covered with 100% oak smoked meats served by weight, so you get exactly what you want. Hosting your crew, Rudy's group meals are perfect for parties, office lunches, or tailgates. 3 meats, 3 sides, all the fixings, and yes, even a tablecloth. And don't forget breakfast tacos every morning until 10 a.m. Made to order, or they've got grab and go for the whole team. Visit Rudy's at 4084 MLK Jr. Boulevard in Fayetteville. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, smoking good every time.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Hey, y'all know what?
What?
We are so fortunate.
Yes, we are. We have the best customers and fans anyone could ask for, and we have a great university to represent.
Yep, I'm very proud that we're all from Arkansas, plus we're University of Arkansas graduates.
Mom, Dad, you guys are right. We do have great fans and great teams, and we don't have to ask permission from corporate to get what Hog fans want. We are corporate.
But not everybody can get to Fayetteville, so we invented them WW Interwebs face Grammy thingies.
You mean website. Wow, Mom, he can't just get this right, can he?
Nope, and Matt, I've been trying to figure him out for 34 years.
Dad, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
And they can call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
They can also drop by at 989 South Razorback Road here in Fayetteville.
Folks, it just does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Arkansas football begins in 65 days. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
That's disturbing. Whatever that is. That's disturbing.
That was our weak attempt at Frankenstein.
It's very poor.
It's terrible.
Good at all.
Boy.
Happy to have you with us. That's Mick.
Yeah, that's me.
Told you I can do anything.
Whoopee! A Zeppelin!
That's a Randy from a Christmas Story. Then that's for Tony Vitello, the next coach of the Arkansas. It's coach in waiting. He's just waiting in Tennessee, not here.
Getting paid twice what he would get paid here. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Okay. All right, texters, let's go. 877-377-6963.
Let's go.
So the number one player is not going to Arkansas?
Danny Beal. To be honest, until somebody alerted me to it last night, I did not know who Danny Beal was.
He's a defensive lineman.
Northeast Arkansas, cross county. Apparently, he lives in a town called Cherry Valley, which I had to look up. 4-star defense. Look, he's ranked 115th in the country. This is a primetime player.
Right.
This is a guy that can help. Now, the reason that I was told, and
I'm dying to hear this.
Are you? Okay.
I'm dying to hear the excuse.
From what I understand, Arkansas offered him. There just wasn't a lot of mutual interest there. And as the process went through, Arkansas picked up 2 defensive tackles, both 3 stars. And as you know, 6 stars is more than Danny Beal's 4.
Right. They got 6. He's got 4.
So,
6 is greater than 4. Right.
This is a disturbing trend. And you brought this up. You brought this up the other day. Or actually, it was earlier today. But I mean, Danny Beal's #1 player in the state. Northeast Arkansas, you got a lot of different people tugging at you. You're closer to Memphis, Mississippi, whatever. But the weird part is he's going to Oklahoma State.
No.
He's going to Stillwater.
Right.
This is a guy that potentially is a difference maker. We'll see when he gets to college.
And there's a couple of guys from Bryant going to OU, so it's not like they're going to places that are not of consequence.
Right. And
they're not going to Missouri State or
But I was
whatever.
looking at the top 10 in the state of Arkansas. There's still time, of course, before signing day. But Arkansas has 1 of Arkansas's top 10. There are 5 4-star players. There are 5 3-star players inside the top 10. Appalachian State went and got one of the wide receivers from Bryant. Ole Miss got the other. There's a young man, the inside linebacker, committed to Oklahoma. The #1 player is now going to Oklahoma State. This is a disturbing trend.
Okay, well, let me defend Pittman for a moment.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I've looked at the last handful of years, some of the in-state players they've gotten.
Yep.
Not a lot of contributors there. So, in Pittman's defense,
okay,
they've gotten in-state players, and a lot of them have kind of just washed out and not done anything here. So, if I'm Pittman, I would be saying, well, are we really missing out on all that much? And the whole argument on somebody brought this up on this show months ago. I don't know who it was. And I really don't. I'm not being snarky like I brought it up. Somebody brought this up. In this day and age, maybe you, in 2024, the whole being here and playing here thing doesn't matter anymore because you can watch everybody growing up. And so it's not the same as getting to watch one place.
These players were introduced to other schools at an earlier age. And everybody's on TV. I guess the disturbing part of this is that you see guys, and I'll use Walker White as an example, or let's use Drake Lindsey,
the next starting quarterback at Minnesota.
He's now a starter in the Big Ten.
Right.
Drake Lindsey was the Gatorade Player of the Year. He was played at Fayetteville High School, literally across the street from the university.
Yeah.
They didn't even offer him. He was offered a PWO.
Yeah. Right.
Even if your last name is Lindsey, that's an insult. That you're offered a PWO.
Right. Yep.
He had an offer sheet 30 deep, but it's the school across the street from where he played didn't offer him,
and where he's a legacy.
Yeah, that's a little disturbing. I get the feeling just based on the recruiting that they don't value the Arkansas players as much as they do players from Georgia or Texas or other places. And again, if you're going into Texas to go get players, you're like 10th in line. I mean, you're battling Texas A&M, and then every other major school in the country. You're going into Georgia and Florida. You're doing the same thing. You're battling Georgia. You're battling all the Florida schools. These are kids in your backyard that could be the backbone of your program. I'm not saying you have to get all of them. Some of them are probably overvalued. I know nothing about Danny Beal. I know he plays at a small school, so the 4-star thing gives me some pause. But he's ranked 115th in the country. That's a guy you make a full court press on. I mean, you got beat up you weren't even in his final group. That to me is concerning.
Right.
We can go back, through the years. I mean, Keel Byers started from Missouri.
Right.
That was a guy that they didn't feel like.
Well, the Norwood kid from Fort Smith kind of started
Norwood,
all this.
Trey Norwood,
like he went to Oklahoma. Still in the NFL, right?
I think he is. He was with the Steelers. And I mean, that's not on Pittman, but there's take Walker White. He leaves. It's a 4-star quarterback. Quarterback is a guy. You should take a quarterback every cycle. If you can get a good one, a good value quarterback, you can never have too many.
Right.
And then you let it work itself out.
But of course, the argument on the other side of this is that Arkansas doesn't generate a lot of players that end up in the NFL anyway. So again, if you are Pittman, what are you really missing out on?
Okay. Yeah. No,
Other than the PR hit, which they apparently do not care about over there, because they've rolled the GM out there today who said publicly on the record out loud, this is the second time I've been in this building.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, that's a
We're
thing.
gonna need a lot of runway on that deal.
And I get
that
it.
was a disaster.
There are players in the state that are probably overvalued and overhyped.
But no question.
But there
no
are
doubt about
But there
that.
are guys that go and contribute to other places.
Right.
The disturbing trend was the thing that like you brought up earlier. Nobody from Bryant, who is the best, year in, year out, the last decade, probably the best high school program in the state. Anybody from Bryant up here? No.
Not really, no.
They've got 2 stud wide receivers.
In the 80s when Central was rolling, there were Little Rock Central kids that came and play under Bernie Cox. They played up here at Arkansas.
They've got 2 stud receivers this year, 2 good ones. One's committed to Ole Miss, one's committed to Appy State.
Right.
That's what happened.
So we can bust a few myths here. One, Pittman is not a great recruiter. Let's and he's not a great offensive line coach. So, those are, again, I've said this before. If those are the 2 things you're best at and you're not actually good at them, then if I may quote John C. McGinley from Office Space, well, what is it you'd say you do here? Because those are the 2 big calling cards, and they're not good at either of those things here. So I don't know what the answer is here. But you know what? They've been dealt a terrible hand from an NIL standpoint. There's just not a lot of money going on, and it certainly seems like the athletic department is punting on football to try and prop up men's basketball in particular, baseball and softball, these other sports, because football, while it generates the most revenue, it's the hardest nut to crack, and they've just kind of surrendered on it all. That's what they've done.
The basketball roster is easier to fund. You're only talking about 12, in their case, 9 or 10 guys. Same thing with, softball, baseball. It's easier to fund. Football is much more difficult to fund, and they haven't figured out, how all the pieces fit together yet. My concern is that, you do high school football. I do high school football. There's good high school football in the state of Arkansas at particular programs. The highest level, the Bryants, the Conways, Fayettevilles, Bentonvilles, those are all really strong programs. And those kids, a lot of them get out, and some of them just want to get out and see the world. And I understand that. Some of them go because they're not wanted, and that's the part that concerns me a little bit.
Yeah, like you didn't even try.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I'll use. There's a kid that was at Bryant last year. His name's Daniel Anderson. He's a 3-star running back. He was committed to Notre Dame. Notre Dame pushed him out because they got a 5-star in, so he didn't have a spot. So he decommitted. He winds up going to Northwestern. No. Daniel Anderson's good enough to play here. If you ever saw him play, he's good enough to play here. Never got a phone call.
Right.
That's crazy to me. That you've got the premier program in the state, and none of those players are making it up here.
Right.
There's just something amiss there. Remember last year they went after all the kids from Parkview. They got one. They got the one they didn't want. The other 2 went to Oklahoma. Like Omarion Robinson was the one you wanted, and they wound up with the lowest rated of them. But you think about all the players that have come up here from Central Arkansas lately. Shamar Easter, who was the quarterback at Parkview. I can't remember his name. Landon Rogers. That was a guy that I saw him as a sophomore and a junior in high school. I didn't get it, but the frame was there. They tried to make him tight end. That didn't work. It just, I don't know. I think you're overlooking some layups, guys that you could get.
I guess the thing I would have to ask is, okay, you're not going to win championships the way you're doing it now. So if you sprinkled in some more kids that are actually from the state that people could kind of, follow and get to know a little bit, and, get some NIL action going, because, they can go into their town and then do stuff or whatever. Are you going to be much worse than 6-6 with more people on the it's not like you're going to be, if you had 25 Arkansas players on your roster, you're going to go to 2-10 every year. I don't believe.
No,
So why not do it? If you're going to be here at the 6-win level, why not try and get some more exposure in the state? I guess I don't know.
All right, this is a total name drop. I was talking to Dell Loggins this morning, and he said this. He's like, if you're going to pass on a kid in your backyard and go for somebody else, you better be sure. Dell's the head coach at Appalachian State.
And I would also add to that, there needs to be an upside in terms of the win total. Like, if you're going to do it this way, then have a certain level of success. But if you're going to be in the middle, well, why not be in the middle with these kids? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let's use Drake Lindsay as an example. I liked Drake's game. I thought Drake got better I think by the time he's done, he will perform like a 4-star in the Big Ten. I think his best football is still ahead of him. But you were looking at taking Drake Lindsay and Taylon Green. Okay, I get it. You take Taylon Green, he's a college quarterback. Drake was an incoming freshman. It's going to take a little bit longer. But if you're going to take Taylon over Drake Lindsay, you better be sure that Taylon Green's the better prospect over time. Do you want Taylon Green for 2 years, or do you want Drake Lindsay for 4? Or take this cycle, Kane Archer. Kane Archer's right down the road in Greenwood. If you're going to take a quarterback in this cycle, you better be sure that he's better than the guy in your backyard. You don't go, well, we don't like his game as much. We're hoping to go get this player. You better be sure you're going to be able to land the player instead of a Kane Archer. And I'm using him as an example just because everybody knows who he is. Kane Archer can play football. If he's good enough to play at UCF, he's good enough to play. I guess they take big risks. I'll give him. Look, man, no risk, no reward. I get it. They're taking big risks. They're shooting high. It's just not translating. Some of these kids in the state are layups, and we're passing on them to take a swing at a bigger fish. And I just don't know if that's the right. I don't know if it's the right play when you're 6-6 or 7-6. When you can get a good football player that you can develop and keep in your program for a couple of years, player retention, bang that drum till the end of time for a guy that you may have for a year or two.
Bob and Branson texted in here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. I've heard they think their recruiting is on the level of Oklahoma. I have no idea why they think that way. Well, Bob, it's a very political approach here. They have gotten on board with the program. That is, if you just say things a bunch of times, there are people that will just believe them, even if they're not true. If you just say it over and over again, you have people in your fan base that'll believe that it is true, and that's what they're getting. That's what they're doing here. That is not true. If you got the 13th or 14th most talented roster in the SEC, I mean that's what the independent numbers say. And when the independent evaluators say that, these people will go, "Oh well, boo, negative." That's not that. They don't know what they're talking about.
Here's a text: Bobby only wants Lamar Jackson type quarterbacks, and I understand that the dual threat guy, Kane Archer, can move around.
It's funny. That's funny you say that because the most success he had here was with two quarterbacks that were not like Lamar Jackson.
Move.
I mean, the late Ryan Mallett, God bless him, and Tyler Wilson, they couldn't move at all.
In today's game, you don't necessarily have to be Lamar Jackson, but you do have to be able to move and slide and climb the pocket and be able to get away.
Guy went 21-5 in those seasons, and not with a dual threat quarterback at this school, by the way.
Yeah, no, I get it. I think they're. I look at some of the kids, and again, we watch a lot of high school football. There are really good players in the state. I'm not saying they're all Americans. I'm not saying they're all SEC types, but they're rotational guys that can be the backbone of every recruiting class. You want to shoot for the big fish? Great. But don't let good players get out of the state.
And here's the thing that I never understood. In this current climate that we're in, you can spend a little less on someone here in terms of the revenue share money because they can make that up and then some by being, the local kid, doing the radio hit or doing the car commercials or whatever, appearing at the bank or whatever it is because they're a known person. Hey, I remember watching that kid play in high school. I'll drive 45 minutes to go see him, signing stuff or whatever. Like you could, there was as long as it goes through the clearinghouse, as long as Deloitte says it's okay, we'll do it. But I always thought there's a missed opportunity there because this is a cash strapped situation. You could save a little money, and that player could make up the difference and then some because they're a known person already in the state of Arkansas, and so they can make a little more than someone who comes in here that no one really knows about. I don't know.
Aaron from Stone County. If you don't have a dual threat quarterback, you have to have a good line. Does anyone see the problem?
The way they've tried to build the offensive line has also made zero sense to me in the last 3 years. I mean, you finally figure out left tackle and you're moving the guy to center. You bring in a guy who's a guard and you kick him out to tackle. He's a guard. What? I don't understand. And they have been a mess for 3 years up there. A mess.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't understand that philosophy either. But you know what? Hey, what are you going to do? Because maybe they just don't care anymore. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know anymore. All right.
It is.
Boy, when you guys hear, we don't have, you're going to hear all this over the next 24 hours or so, this press conference from the GM. Prepare to not be inspired, okay? This was as bad of an introductory press, and they've had some bad introductory press conferences at that school. I mean, Musselman was shrouded in darkness because they couldn't get the lights right.
They got the lighting right.
You had the Bobby Petrino thing was at 10:30 at night because they were afraid he was going to back out, so they did that in the middle of the night. We all remember, of course, Dana Altman. With your permission, I'd like to end my career here. Dana, the coach. This was it was a terrible performance, and I believe instills very little hope that they have any idea what they're doing in terms of the new era of college athletics, which, by the way, checks this watch, begins next week, July 1, with the new thing.
I mean, he's not going to be in front of the camera a lot.
Good.
Which, and
Yurichek's bad at it too. Every time that guy does an interview, it sucks.
I sat there and I watched, a good portion of it, and my question was, okay, you've been on the ground since April 1. This is your second trip to the football building?
He has no staff.
Yeah, he doesn't have a staff. What have you been doing? What have you been up to? So it's like when I tell my daughter to do things, I come home 2 hours later, she's still sitting on the couch and nothing. It sounds like, what have you been doing? And look,
you guys are going to hear about this and react to this in time. And maybe tomorrow it'll be more of a talking point because it just happened a couple hours ago. But boy, I was not impressed at all.
First glance, I have some questions.
Me too. Yep.
I have some questions about the way this thing went down.
Right. And just the way it's all structured. Like this was like the meeting we had with that one guy. Was like, okay, y'all got any questions?
No. What do y'all want to know? Yeah, that guy's an idiot.
Hey, he did wear an Arkansas shirt though, so I did appreciate that.
He's all yoked up and everything. So yeah,
he started April 1. It's in the press release. His first April 1. So what have you been doing?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have a staff, and I don't know anything about the inner workings of how this thing goes. But when you tell me you started April 1, you don't have a staff, and this is your second trip into the Smith Center, I got some questions about what you've been doing. I have questions, and you may be able to answer every one of them, but I do have a couple of questions.
And this is the other thing that we say time and time again when something comes out of that building. Why on earth would you say that? Why would you say
that? Who talks to these people? Who coaches them?
Why would you say, well, I didn't know. I don't know how to get to the bathroom in this building.
JT says, did you say the new GM doesn't have a staff yet? Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Well, he said that.
Yeah. There you go. All right. It's almost 20 minutes now until the hour here on Ruscin and Zach. Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports betting app. I might suggest the under on the old Bet Saracen app if you ask me. Anyway, there you go. It's right there on your phone. You can check it out on, remember, Vegas odds are cool, but you have to be there to legally bet those odds. And Arkansas law prevents the big, gross national apps from operating here in our state. Go to the App Store and download Bet Saracen or go to betsaracen.com. Okay? App Store, Bet Saracen, or betsaracen.com.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Bud, you're on the air. My thoughts exactly.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Mandy White Perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland,
America's favorite, white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Choose your escape. Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. Take a luxurious dip with the $5 Classic box. Indulge in a lavish meal with the $7 Supreme box. Or explore new worlds with the $9 Discovery box, now featuring the crispy chicken burrito for a truly unmissable experience.
Is that Tony Hawk?
Get Lux for less, only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Roback's got the gear for your perfect summer days.
Coast summers living on the run. Now the beachfront nights, 5,000 thunderstorms. Won't you kiss me, darling? Tell me that you're gonna stay. Yeah. Give me those East Coast summers, Maryland to Maine. Now the seaside.
Shop polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Roback.com.
Roback made finding the perfect pair of pants or shorts much easier. They're a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric. They look great on and off the golf course. So shop at Roback.com for the Delta pants and shorts.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline continues to be your number one source for all your sports betting action. And with baseball in full swing and football season right around the corner, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting. From MLB, UFC to tennis and NFL futures, BetOnline remains your choice for sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Head to the website today and take advantage of their industry-leading VIP program with level-up bonuses and weekly cash boosts. Bet online. The game starts here.
Thanks for watching.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-551-3241. That's 800-551-3241. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Hey, y'all know what?
What?
We are so fortunate.
Yes, we are. We have the best customers and fans anyone could ask for, and we have a great university to represent.
Yep, I'm very proud that we're all from Arkansas, plus we're University of Arkansas graduates.
Mom, Dad, you guys are right. We do have great fans and great teams, and we don't have to ask permission from corporate to get what Hog fans want. We are corporate.
But not everybody can get to Fayetteville, so we invented them WW interwebs face Grammy thingies.
You mean website. Wow, Mom, he can't just get this right, can he?
Nope. And Matt, I've been trying to figure him out for 34 years.
Dad, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
And they can call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
They can also drop by at 989 South Razorback Road here in Fayetteville.
Folks, it just does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
ESPN 99.5.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair because there wasn't a chair in the building. Get the Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by, tell Robert Errol-Mann that Joe Bonamassa sucks, and you want to be seated in the Good Chair. No Arkansas players chosen in last night's first round of the NBA draft. DeThero is expected to hear his name called tonight in the second round, which you, of course, can hear right here on ESPN Arkansas beginning at 6:30. State's number one ranked high school football player has chosen to go out of state to play his college football. Danny Beal, four-star defensive lineman, ranked number 115 in the country by 247 Sports. He's from Cross County, chose Oklahoma State over Missouri, Mississippi State, Mississippi, and North Carolina. The third straight year, the number one player in the state has left to play football elsewhere. Your Ruscin and Zach X-Polls brought to you by Northwest Arkansas's newest construction company, Cervic Construction, now building condos at the Great Wall of China. On the good side. On the good side. On the good side. Are we making too big a deal out of the number one high school football player leaving? 50% of you said it's a big deal. Who's the biggest villain in SEC football? 44.6% of you said Lane Kiffin. And when someone says, you don't know the half of it, are you about to learn all of it? 73.9% of you said yes. Of course, your Ruscin and Zach polls brought to you by Cervic Construction. 4-bedroom condos. The Great Wall of China. On the good side, call Al today.
Cemeteries and golf courses, biggest waste of prime real estate.
Absolutely. What's that? Anyway, it's Cervic Construction. It's Caddyshack.
Yes. Right.
Because, they're not sponsored. There it is.
Brought to you by Bushwood Country Club. Okay, let me share this with you here from BW. Texting down on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline here. All these Lindsay and Archer discussions will end after Green wins the Heisman this year and leads the Hogs to 10 wins.
Come on, man. Come on.
That's the kind of cockeyed optimism we're missing around here, folks.
It's almost July, so we're almost too, cockeyed, whatever you call it. I don't know where I was going with that one.
Okay, all right.
Glad I stopped myself right there because that could have gotten really, really bad.
Thank you, sir, for your optimism there.
Bill with a good point. Eastern Washington, more players drafted so far than Arkansas.
So the Portland Trailblazers select Colin Cowherd here. This is a young man with the ultimate bet on yourself story.
Of course, yeah. A radio host in his 50s, gray hair, out of shape. But you know what? And what sucked was he got traded to Memphis. Portland, right. It was fun, but
what's weird is that for a brief time, the Colin Cowherd actually worked in Portland.
Yeah.
I think before he got the ESPN national job.
Were you? Did you watch the draft last night?
Not really.
Okay,
no,
so I was watching it as it was happening, and then watching Colin Cowherd respond to it.
Yeah.
Was one of the funniest things of the night.
What do you do?
Was and then he got traded, and he's like, "Oh man, Portland, it's been great." And he's leaning into it. I didn't know he had a sense of humor.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Tyler and El Dorado, can we get a Gaston Shadi? I don't see why not.
Gaston Shadi.
It's very hurtful, Tyler.
Is it?
Yeah.
What? It's over.
No, it's never over.
Now, Hacker was pointing out that the texter was referring to College Football 26, which comes out July 10th.
I see. Not the real thing.
I won a Heisman with Taylor Green.
Where the coaches don't look like the coaches. So.
I won a Heisman with Arkansas. I won a national title, and Landon Jackson won the Heisman.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
38 sacks.
Back when the D-line was good.
Yeah, well, you run the double mug and slide the safety in there. They can't count. It screws the whole thing up.
Yeah.
But, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, just seeing what's going on out there. Looking what's happening, all that stuff.
I'm ready for football to kind of kick into gear. I'm ready for it.
65 days.
Well, I had two conversations this morning about football with some people, and it's like, okay, I'm willing to have some preliminary discussions about things. Ready to start watching, Taylor Green. I'll watch 144 throws just like I did last year.
Yeah,
and we'll see how it goes.
Right. You know why Pittman is beloved? You know why?
Oh, tell me.
I figured this out today.
Okay. I don't know if he's beloved. He's on the hot seat.
Well, he's beloved. First of all, he's 3-0 in the bowls.
He is.
So think about it. And the one year they didn't have the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 times out of 5 years, and really 3 out of 4 years, his last game has been a win each season. That matters. The second thing, he's got 9 ranked upsets. He's got 9 upsets, or not ranked upsets, 9 upsets.
Okay.
So that's like 2 a year. So you have 2 upsets a year plus a bowl win. Well, what's better than that? That's pretty good.
The win over Missouri would be nice. Not losing to Liberty. That'd be cool.
He's ended the season with a win 3 times out of 5 years. And the 1 year, beat A&M once in 21. That's right. Yeah,
and then
not since. No,
they just find ways.
Yeah, but you wait. They're coming here, Zach.
Yeah.
You're gonna beat them now. They're coming here.
Last
we
time
don't have to go
played
to Jerry
here,
World
happened?
anymore. They probably lost.
They did. It was the Johnny Manziel thing.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah. I remember when John L. went down there to face them in the rain in College Station. He got his hat handed to him.
52-13.
Although that 2013 team got beat by Gary Bossa Nova on that field too.
Man, don't disparage Rutgers.
The Rutgers Scarlet Knights.
Yeah.
Arkansas got its revenge though the next year. By golly, went up there to Piscataway.
It's a karma game. They
Did
lost
win
that one.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they blew the lead.
Oh, they didn't win that game?
No, they lost that one
Shoot,
too.
My bad.
Yeah.
Well, this is not going well for me, is it? Well, these recruiting people don't know what they're talking about anyway. So, I mean, that's
Colton's texting. They do. You pointed out yesterday that the Kiffin resemblance in the college football game was not good.
Yeah.
Colton says he's going to put Gus Malzahn in a Razorback sweater. Gus is the OC at Florida State now.
Yes,
Gus isn't even on the sidelines. Gus will be in the box.
Right.
Probably have his grandkids running
just
around.
Him and his plays.
Yep. Just him. Yeah, probably have his grandkids running around up there. Yeah. Paul and Fort Smith says he's got 9 upsets because we suck.
Okay.
Dirty Drawer says, have I missed meat between buns?
Meat between buns. Meat between buns. Nuggies. Meat between buns.
Dancing like Myrtle
meat
and Olsen.
between buns.
No, you're not.
Nuggies. Meat between buns. Nuggies. Meat.
You didn't miss it.
No,
didn't miss anything.
No. All you got to do is ask. We will,
of course.
we will oblige.
We take requests.
Abner sent me something yesterday. I forget what it was.
We'll play it.
Well, I kind of forgot. I got busy. I forgot.
Oh, man. Jeffrey says it'd be good if they had 9 wins while being ranked.
That's our weather guy. Joffrey, hey, can you look up the forecast?
Ruscin and Zach,
for the
meteorologist Joffrey.
With the Joffrey seal of approval. Look up this weekend's forecast. Just curious. I heard there was rain coming.
Isolated showers.
It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world because I am not digging this heat at all.
Oh, it's not even hot yet.
I know. It's only it was 84 degrees, and I was struggling to get from my car in the parking lot.
It's great if you don't do anything. It's fine.
Right.
If you do something, it's bad. But if you're not doing anything, it's manageable. Just don't do anything.
Oh boy. Josiah in Missouri went back to work today after 12 weeks of paternal leave on my 30th birthday.
One of those woke companies.
Missed listening to you guys on my way home. Josiah, can you tell me how you got 12 weeks of paternal leave?
It works for one of those woke companies. We get 12 minutes here, I think. I don't know.
Get back to work.
It's a Subaru.
But once again, Josiah from where? Missouri.
Missouri, yeah.
The Missouri fans are taking over Ruscin and Zach, and Arkansas fans are just willing to lay down and let them do it. You know what I mean?
It's usually how it works with Missouri. Eli comes in, sleeps with your wife on your couch. What do? Hey, man, thanks. See you next year.
Hey, lock up when you're done, all right?
Really? I'm going to bed.
Right. Keep it down out here, will you? Some of us got to get up in the morning.
Yeah, really? Can you describe the ruckus?
Oh, man. Scott the Tortilla Guy, 12 weeks, 3 different wives.
Ooh, okay.
That's 4 each, right?
Ryan in Prairie Grove says, dude, listen to the show in the hospital room like a real man. Now, he did that while he was in the delivery room. His kid was born to us.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the paternity leave clause here is at this company.
Jamie's texting, by the way, you're out of Velveeta. See, that's funny.
Oh, man. Ryan says, listen to the show in the hospital like a real man. Okay. Oh, you read that one, didn't you? Well, we'll fix this later. It'll be fine.
Denver Bill.
Are you aware?
Denver Bill.
Play Vin DeBona. Play Vin DeBona.
Are you aware that Viagra is the number 1 recreational drug in America?
Vin DeBona.
And then what you missed.
Almost like you say Vin DeBona. It's going to be great for a minute, and then it's going to be weird. Leave the money on the dresser and get out of here. Vin DeBona.
What was that?
I was sweating and doing manly things. I hated every second of it. Vin DeBona. Hello, baby.
Wow.
The Big Bopper's the best part.
I don't know. It's when you went Spanish for me.
Como se dice? Yes, Bill.
DeBona, yes.
No, I was going to say, what you missed is when you said it. Zach and I had locked eyes.
Yeah, we just looked at each other and went, well,
perfect.
There it is.
Oh, man. All right.
Fred in Texarkana says listening to meat between buns would not go over well during childbirth.
Stoner says this show ain't live. Prove me wrong.
No.
You're right. It's May 5th.
That's
You're right.
correct. Yeah, May 5th of 2019.
Happy Cinco de Mayo to those of you. Thank you. Let's see here. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
That's it?
Yeah, I think that's it. Hit it.
Okay. Hit it, he says. Okay.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Man, this game, it will eat your lunch if you let it.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
Rally House, shop every team in town. Come on, it's time to go.
Let's go, Hogs. Find all your Razorback gear at Rally House. Shop online at rallyhouse.com or visit one of our 7 Arkansas store locations around Fayetteville, Rogers, Little Rock, and Fort Smith for throwback designs, latest styles, and fan favorites.
Rally House, it's your city, it's your house, it's the Rally House.
Saddle up, Northwest Arkansas. It's the 81st annual Rodeo of the Ozarks, June 25th through the 28th in Springdale. Come see some of the world's best cowboys and cowgirls compete in one of America's top-ranked rodeos, a proud tradition since 1944. Get your tickets now at rodeooftheozarks.org, or you can stop by the rodeo office at 1423 East Emma Avenue in Springdale. The Rodeo of the Ozarks, June 25th through the 28th. Let's rodeo.
All hail is broken loose at Rath Mitsubishi. Thanks to a bit of severe Arkansas weather, we're having a lot-wide hail sale. Save up to $10,000 off retail value on hail discounted new and road-ready certified pre-owned inventory. If your car was affected by recent storms, we can help. We'll trade for your old car, dings and all, or you can visit our on-site hail repair pros for free estimates, help with your insurance claim, and on-site repairs. Come find your next ride during our hail of the sale and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Mitsubishi. On Tyson and 71B Springdale, rathmitsubishi.com.
Ready to transform your backyard? At Gallardo Custom Builds, we specialize in custom pools, patios, and retaining walls that perfectly fit your style. As a family-owned business, we're committed to top-quality craftsmanship and outstanding customer service. From design to completion, we're with you every step of the way to bring your dream outdoor space to life. Visit us at our website, GallardoCustomBuilds.com, for your free consultation. Gallardo Custom Builds. Quality you can trust service you'll love.
Is that knee, hip, or shoulder pain not getting any better? Are you stuck in a cycle of steroid shots and now they're talking surgery? Before you go down that road, hit pause for a second. Hey, it's Tommy Kraft. I want to tell you about something that helped a lot of people get their lives back without more meds and without going under the knife. It's QC Kinetics, leaders in regenerative medicine, all designed to actually help your body heal itself. No masking the pain. This goes to the root of the problem, and this is critical. 92% of patients report satisfaction with their results. That's not just a number, it's peace of mind that you're exploring something that's truly working for people just like you. Learn more about something that could be life-changing. A licensed medical provider will go over your x-rays and MRI and see if you're a good fit for these breakthrough treatments. Call QC Kinetics today, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234 for QC Kinetics in Northwest Arkansas.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Hello, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist Darby Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. Well, quiet weather for the most part through this evening, but then things get active again as we go into the weekend. Out there tonight, lows drop in the low 70s with mostly clear skies. As we go into our Friday, still warm, not quite as hot as today. Highs mid-upper 80s with a pretty decent chance for some scattered showers and storms here and there, something to watch out for. And then we get to Saturday and still a few more spotty scattered storms with highs in the upper 80s. That's your Get Ready Weather, only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5.
Giving you the entertainment you deserve. Here's Ruscin and Zach.
Ruscin and Zach children streamed to 159 countries, 50 states, 2 territories, 1 chain of unincorporated islands. Yesterday, we were streamed in Little Canada, Minnesota. You want to stream it to it, it's at thatline.com. You got one of them Google Play Alexa dot things. Say, hey, play ESPN Northwest Arkansas. We'll send Bill over just to recap the show for you. Or you can get us on the now running like a North Korean car, Hit That Line Now app.
All right.
It's National Barcode Day.
Oh,
how do you celebrate National Barcode Day?
Scan a bunch of stuff, right?
I want one of those wands. For no other reason than just to, scan stuff.
They're more like guns now than the wands, right?
Yeah, Walmart, get your stuff together. I had one last night that was not working, and I actually had to physically pick up the item and scan it, and I did not like that at all.
You know what my dad did? My dad bought the one banana again. He did that again.
Your father needs to be.
I know. Bought the one banana.
He needs to be sent to a place where he will not bother anyone.
Right. Yeah. They get the little individual cereal bowls and one banana. They split it.
Why not just go to a diner?
I don't know, man.
And we're just out here. People just
That's how you get plenty of money is you buy one banana. That's how you do it.
Is that how it is? Okay.
Buy one banana.
Oh, well.
All right. Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, that's not cool.
And for the second day in a row, something has been not delivered to my house that should have been.
Oh, really?
But unlike, so yesterday, I get a photo And I get a photo, and it's like, hey, this got delivered. Whose house is this? I'm like, I don't know, neighbor or something. So I went over there and get it. Today, the thing I've been waiting on, no photo. I don't know where it is.
Oh, yeah.
No photo.
But that's how it works now.
So
It's
now
just,
I'm gonna have to get
they're
on-
just dropping them places, and you got to go find them.
Right.
That's how you meet your neighbors, though.
I got a rug for my office there at the house. I don't know where the rug is.
What do you, just out of
No rug.
curiosity, what do you do in an office?
I will sit there and broadcast.
Broadcast what?
I don't know. This show.
We do have our corn fact of the day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's come in.
Okay, good. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I need to pick a good corn song. Hang on.
Yeah, give me the corn song.
You want a good corn song? Hold on.
We've never played the band Corn. Or the Corn. Oh, good.
Youth Corporation. Rock the Boat. 66. WNBC.
The corn fact of the day. Yeah. Corn is also a slang term for the marijuana.
Is it really?
What they said. What the Iowa man says.
Well, we have the perfect person on the phone to ask.
Joe, you ever heard that? They ever call marijuana corn?
Hello.
Hi, yes,
Joe.
sir. Hi, Joe.
Yeah. No, I've never heard it called corn before.
Okay.
That's a new one on me.
Okay.
I've been around for 50 years doing it. So anyway, I got me a Arkansas black snake in my wood pile.
Oh, you got a snake.
Are they dangerous?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're a chicken or a mouse or a rat.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, I just mowed the other day and I seen something moving across the yard. What is that? Yeah. The bird was biting, and I went over there, and it's about 4 foot long. It was a baby. They get up to like 6 foot. I've seen them like 6 foot tall or long. But anyway, now I lost my train of thought when you didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, we had a loss. We suffered a loss yesterday.
Oh no!
Oh,
one of our cats got run over
that's
again.
too bad. Again? Oh,
again?
Well, I've lived here since 1985. I couldn't tell you how many dogs, cats, coons, skunks, whatever is buried out there. It's like a pet cemetery.
Yeah.
But anyway, they've been doing all this construction over on the other side of the road, building all these fancy $1 million homes, and dump trucks are in here all day long. But it wasn't a dump truck. You can hear them coming from a mile away. It was one of them speeders. It happened last evening. But anyway, I wouldn't advise speeding out here for a few days because I'm not really. I got you in range for about a quarter of a mile either direction when you pass by my house. And I put up some cameras too. So there's a few that I don't know why they persist on it, but there's all kinds of stuff going on out here all the time. But
you need to get you some of those police like strip spikes. You know, the spike strips. You lay them down just as they're coming out, blows out their tires.
That might kill somebody.
All right.
That would be
well,
murder.
That's no fun.
No, I don't want to hurt nobody, but unless I have to, you know what I mean?
Right, of course. Yeah.
But anyway, so my daughter and I had a bad day, but anyway, I want to say go Hogs, and the luck of the Irish is going to run out. I'll tell you what. I'll bet you $20.
Whoa!
That Arkansas beats Notre Dame.
Joe,
and I will pay you if I lose.
Joe, don't do this. Joe, look, I understand.
I believe Joe will pay you.
Everybody, I believe Joe will pay me. Of course, I trust Joe. But Joe,
did that guy ever pay you the steaks he owes you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Joe's feeling a little chesty, and that's fine. It's there's no game to be played. Joe, just put your money in your back pocket. We'll make a gentleman's wager, and just let's be careful. This is a different animal coming in.
All right. Well, you guys take care and go Hogs.
All right. Thank you. Joe in Avoca. Don't speed in front of his house.
Yeah, come on.
Was he implying that he may shoot somebody if
I
they
did not. I did not hear any of that.
He implied it. I inferred it. Whatever. I don't know. There you go. You don't want $20 from Joe?
No.
Okay.
Look, I
Keep
understand.
your money.
Look, it's summertime. Everybody's reading the magazines. Everybody's kind of feeling chesty right now. I understand. Puffing your chest out. You think you have a chance. You don't. You don't. You don't.
Yeah. But you know what? They'll be enough that they will be convinced that they have a chance by the time.
Yes. No. The propaganda arm of their establishment will pump you so full of hopium.
Hopium, yes.
That you will not know how to copium when it's 80-13 in the third quarter.
Hey, Ohtani just hit another home run.
Yeah, he did. Bill, sorry.
419.
Yeah, that's a good one.
108 off the bat.
That's good. That's good, right?
Is that his 29th?
Good Lord.
He is, I think, somewhere around 29, 30.
Into the
like
Dodger bullpen.
I mean, he's not the big dumper or anything, but.
No. You are.
I mean, he's the best player in the game, right?
28, it said. 28 home
right,
runs.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a freak.
Right. Yeah, that's something else. That's
Could you imagine if he played at Coors?
They put the ball in the humidifier now that stops the ball.
And actually, Coors is a huge park.
But like he plays at Dodger Stadium, which is, if he played in Boston or New York with those short porches in right field, he'd hit 75, 80 home runs routinely. He wouldn't even have to hit him that hard.
No. The Iowa man says Joe needs to spend $20 on some corn.
Yeah.
Help the corn people out.
Right. You bet.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Hog Wild and Van Buren. Notre Dame may have made the playoffs, but we're the Independence Bowl champions. Damn it. And it's the Liberty Bowl. That's a fine.
You know
you don't even know what bowl game you won.
Yeah, Hog Wild, I can't accept your slant.
You don't even know what bowl game you won. That's how numb the people are.
Garion says Arkansas Notre Dame either a 3 or 4 point game or Arkansas gets absolutely boat raced. Here's the thing. You got Memphis the week before. Notre Dame's got Purdue.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Memphis on the road, by the way.
Yeah, at the Liberty Bowl.
Arkansas wins in that
They
stadium.
do win in that stadium.
We're going to see if it carries over to the regular season like it does in bowl games. They're very familiar with that environment.
Great question. Hacker wants to know, Bill, what stadium or what city is Coors in?
It's in Denver.
You know what that means?
No.
Well, hang on. The stadium is in Denver. Coors is in Golden.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All right. That's another hour down of Ruscin and Zach. Can we stop now? Is that enough?
I feel like we have enough.
NBA draft at 6:30. We're live at Crane Hyundai in Bentonville tomorrow. We're here in the Crane Automotive Team studios on Ruscin and Zach. Stay with us.
This is Allison in the 4029 newsroom. Rogers police arrested a man they say made and sold fake ID cards. Felipe Perez Flores, 47, of Rogers, was arrested on a warrant for non-financial identity fraud and forgery. Police came to his home to investigate an accusation against a relative. When they searched the home, they found forged ID cards and social security cards. Police later found laser printers, a stamp cutter, and other supplies, and nearly $500,000 in cash. You can read that story on 4029tv.com. And 2 suspects were arrested in connection to a double homicide in Crawford County. Billy Nelson and Eddie Sterling have both been booked into the detention center and face capital murder charges. The Crawford County Sheriff said a shooting happened at a home near Chester, where they found a 66-year-old and 70-year-old man who had both been shot. Their identities have not been released. Those are your headlines.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started. Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Game day, work day, or any day, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue has you covered with 100% oak smoked meats served by weight so you get exactly what you want. Hosting a crew, Rudy's group meals are perfect for parties, office lunches, or tailgates. 3 meats, 3 sides, all the fixings, and yes, even a tablecloth. And don't forget breakfast tacos every morning until 10 a.m. Made to order, or they've got grab and go for the whole team. Visit Rudy's at 4084 MLK Jr. Boulevard in Fayetteville. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, smoking good every time.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Hey, y'all know what?
What?
We are so fortunate.
Yes, we are. We have the best customers and fans anyone could ask for, and we have a great university to represent.
Yep, I'm very proud that we're all from Arkansas, plus we're University of Arkansas graduates.
Mom, Dad, you guys are right. We do have great fans and great teams, and we don't have to ask permission from corporate to get what Hog fans want. We are corporate.
But not everybody can get to Fayetteville, so we invented them WW Interwebs face Grammy thingies.
You mean website. Wow, Mom, he can't just get this right, can he?
Nope, and Matt, I've been trying to figure him out for 34 years.
Dad, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
And they can call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
They can also drop by at 989 South Razorback Road here in Fayetteville.
Folks, it just does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
Hey gang, Blake Young here with Wood Power Sports. Currently, we are overstocked on select Polaris, Honda, Kawasaki, and Can-Am product. If you're in the market for a new side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle, come see us soon. We're about to blow these out, and I can promise you they won't last long. Also, these products are high-demand products, not your typical on-sale stuff that no one wants. Our deals won't be beat, and your buying experience will be unmatched. We look forward to serving you. Wood Power Sports, solid name you can trust.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. It's time to step up to the plate and get a big league haircut at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Whether you're gearing up for the game or just need a fresh cut, our all-star stylist will have you looking like a champ. Kick back in our big comfy chairs, catch the game on our ATVs, and enjoy a cold beer or root beer while we handle the rest. Book online at fantasysportscuts.com or call us at 935-3116. Walk-ins are always welcome, but if you're on a tight schedule, we recommend booking ahead. Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every haircut is a home run. Located at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Destiny is a matter of choice, and dinner is a matter of how much Taco Bell you want. Good thing you can choose from the $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes to match what you're craving. What does your Destiny hold? The classics for $5, the faves for $7, or a feast for $9 featuring the new crispy chicken burrito? Oh, why is Destiny holding them all? Someone help her. Choose your Lux Cravings box only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation varies. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Arkansas football begins in 65 days. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruscin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruscin and Zach starts right now.
Oh, there's more. Oh.
Yeah, we're only halfway there.
Yikes.
No.
877-377-6963. Think in a perfect world, we'd be almost done.
We should be.
Yeah.
But
someone had to run their mouth 3 years
really.
ago, and we've been paying the penalty ever since.
So thanks for that.
You're welcome. I'm I'm just all kinds of helpful, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why I had to suffer.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Brad was waiting through the break here, so I want to talk to Brad in Fayetteville. Yes, Brad.
Hey, wasn't Coney Crutchfield the number one player in Arkansas a couple of years ago?
No.
He was up there, though.
He was 2.
2? Okay.
Oh, he was 2 then. Okay, I thought he was number 1. Well, he plays for Arkansas now. Most of them leave, and then they come back.
Oh, yeah, that's the new thing. They leave and they come back. Okay.
Because they realize they're not as good as they think they are.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, you got that going for you in the recruiting pitch. Hey, I'm not as good as I think I am. Can I play for you? Yeah, well, we'll take it.
I put that in my portal bio.
Yeah, he
Not
was
as
number,
good as I think I am.
He was number 2. Walker White was number 1 that year. That was
he has not
2024.
returned, by the way.
No, right. Are you fired up for football season, Brad?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm iffy.
Okay.
That's the
I'm
spirit.
not drinking the Kool-Aid yet.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Brad. Thank you, sir.
You're going to have to get something.
I have to show you
You
something?
have to get more sugar or something. I'm not sure yet.
Got it. All right. Thank you. That's Brad in Fayetteville.
Wow.
Not drinking the Kool-Aid yet. Needs more sugar.
I understand. It's also June. Let's just slow down, everybody. I understand, and everybody's getting excited. We got nothing going on, so we're out here just saying things, dumb things in some cases.
Yeah, you were being mean to somebody.
I was not being mean to somebody.
That's how I interpreted it.
How was I being mean to someone?
Well, you told the guy to go back to his fry cook job. That's what you said. It's very hurtful, and that's a very important job in this life, by the way, is the guy running the fry machine. How dare you besmirch him?
I did,
jerk.
I did. He was wrong, and I tried to be nice. You'll see, I tried to be nice. Then there's just a point where you're like, you know what? And the fries are done. Go get them.
Don't argue with an idiot. They'll drag you down and beat you with experience.
I know. But every now and then I get dragged into one of these. And I just
don't take the bait. Don't engage.
Cody says, I'll drink the Kool-Aid for women's basketball. Don't do that.
Not a lot of sizzle there. is
Yeah,
there?
no.
Right. And the only picture they have that they keep putting out there with articles of Coach Music is such a bad picture of her. Like, I would be like, can we get some good pictures of me, please? If we're going to keep, promoting stuff out here.
I don't know.
I mean, she's laughing at something Zim said. Like, Zim just told the aristocrats joke. Like, it's the funniest thing ever said.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see on that.
All right. You know the photo though? You seen this?
Yeah, I've seen it. It was pointed out to me several times. Did you see this? Yeah, I saw it. I'm gonna reserve judgment on that until I see some.
Very open-minded.
I thought that was pretty open-minded. I'm trying to be more open-minded. That's part of the podcast. Was don't speak first.
Yeah,
be the one to speak last, like I did with Jesse.
Right.
And speak last.
Right. With authority.
Right, and with a level of authority.
Sterling's on the phone.
All right,
Sterling, what's up?
Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Do you hear me all right?
Yes,
sir. We got you loud and clear.
Guys, I heard y'all earlier talking about we punted on football, and the part of me is hoping that we have punted on football, because that would explain what we're doing, and that would give me some feeling of comfort, and I can understand it. I mean, it's hard to imagine us being a perimeter playoff team, or to get to a level that we would like to be at. And I ain't saying that we have to get to the level of the baseball team or the basketball team of the '90s, but
we don't hear him. Okay.
I just don't see it ever happening again, especially at this time. Do you agree or disagree? My point is, I used to think that it was a time when Houston was here, Bobby was here, that you can see a possible year where you can win a national championship. I know things are different. You can win the SEC, and then you get to that BCS championship game and win one game. Kind of like Auburn, catch lightning in the bottle with a Cam Newton type. We had some real good teams with McFadden, and then when Bobby was here, yeah, I could see that it was possible. We went to Baton Rouge, ranked number 3 in the country, playing number 1. I thought it was possible, but now I'm thinking that it's impossible. That it's impossible for this program to ever win a national championship or an SEC championship in football.
Well, you're right about that. You're right about that. But they do have 9 upsets since Pittman took over. So, they can win a big game every now and then.
Let's replace impossible with unlikely. Because, you may be able to catch lightning in a bottle once. I don't think it's realistic to expect 9 or 10 wins every year. They're just not in that spot. The league's difficult.
Right.
Alabama may have an off year, but you know what? Texas and Georgia are going to have a good year.
The league is difficult, and they never gain any ground. No matter what they do, no matter how many people they bring in,
2012.
They lose. They never gain any ground.
Yeah.
They either maintain or fall further behind. They never gain any ground on anybody.
I'm with Sterling. I don't think there's a magic bullet that's going to fix any of this. I really don't. I think you're going to have to hope.
It's gone as far as it can go as currently configured. This is as far as the thing can go. That's what it is. That's what it is.
With the staff?
Well, just the way it's currently configured. Yeah, this is as far as
it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I think you're going to be looking at middle to bottom of the league most years out of a 10-year span, probably 6, middle to the bottom. You may be able to get into that, top 3, 4, 5 a couple of times in a decade, maybe.
So what would be? So I think that might be the best financial decision to not really. Not say not put all your eggs in one basket, but to not go too deep on the football end and really go after the softball, baseball, basketball.
It's what we're seeing with Kentucky.
Well, and we'll never know what they're going to do because they're not going to share that information. No. But you have to do enough to be respectable. But I would not spend more than 50% of the rev share on football.
But look at schools like Kentucky and Vanderbilt.
Right.
Vanderbilt in particular. Vanderbilt, would love to be great in football, but I think that they're sinking or looking at probably more of a basketball, baseball, because it's more affordable. You have to be pulling in hundreds of millions of dollars to make football work just because of the size of the roster. We're talking about 110 slots on that, and everybody wants something.
Right.
It's going to be really, really difficult going forward to make a run at football. You may be able to do it once or twice, but it's not going to be a year-over-year thing, I don't think.
Sterling, are you in a scuba suit calling us right now?
Y'all there?
Yeah. Are you in a scuba suit?
Hey. To me?
Yes.
No.
Okay. All right. Just checking. It sounded that way a little bit, but.
It's only one way. This is just a matter of talking about money. You got the guy down there at Lubbock at Texas Tech that's trying to do this thing that way.
Yeah.
If we could find one Walton to fall in love with this program as much as me and Eddie from Clarksville. If we could find
there's something right there.
If we could find one Walton like that, maybe, but that gives us a chance in football. If we could just have one Walton.
Eddie in Clarksville was rich and could just donate $50 million to NIL every year.
This is just me. But we're sitting around here waiting for our fairy godmother to come in with a bag
of
money.
Right. Yes.
You're not
it happened in men's basketball.
Well, of course it did. But you caught lightning in a bottle there. Generate your own damn money. Stop waiting for somebody to come around and just hand you it. Rich people don't get rich spending inordinate amounts of money. No. It just doesn't happen.
No, rich people get rich on scratchers. That's how they do it. They don't work. They get scratchers.
We're sitting around here waiting to win the lottery.
Because it happened in men's basketball.
I know.
So the assumption is someone will do it in all the other sports.
There's a big difference.
And it won't be me.
There's a big difference between, what do you think they spend on basketball? $8-10 million.
Yeah, something
There's
like
a
that.
huge difference between $10 million and $30 million.
I understand.
And you're asking somebody to come in every single year and hand you $30 million.
Right.
It is unreasonable expectation.
But what they're asking is everybody donate $100 a month.
No.
And if every house in the state donates $100 a month,
stop it.
We'll grassroots this son of a gun all the way into
Which is a stupid way of going about this. Make your own damn money. Don't spend foolishly.
It hasn't worked for the Green Party. I don't know why it would work for Razorback football. I don't know. Sterling, thank you. I appreciate the phone call today. 877.
Well, if we had a guy come in, if the Waltons did that, the Waltons don't care. The Waltons do not care.
No, they're Missouri people.
They may give you money to get off their porch and leave them alone. But they're not going to do this year after year. And neither is John Tyson. He's not going to do this forever.
Well, I mean, it's it happened in men's basketball. The assumption is some rich benefactor will come in and save everybody. Daddy Warbucks is going to come down from the penthouse and just start handing out cash.
Eventually, they're going to want something in return.
Well, yeah, they want to win. Johnny texted in here. Yeah. Did it work in men's basketball?
It's actually Abner. Refresh.
Oh, Abner says. I'm sorry. It says.
Did it work in men's basketball? Yeah, you got to the Sweet 16. And you're
but you don't have John Calipari here to go to Sweet 16.
No, but
you have John Calipari to go to Final
Fours.
It's
year one. He put together a roster in April. No. Now Needle's pointing up. Yeah, I would say you're.
Is it the guy had been to a Final Four in like 5 years? Been to the title game in 10.
Again, Needle's pointing up. He put together a roster.
He didn't have a first-round draft pick.
Oh
this
my
year.
God!
Just saying. I mean, is the Needle pointing up?
So what? It's just Calipari first year. I give him a B+. Okay. For where he started to where he ended up. That's a B+ to an A- job. He didn't have a full recruiting cycle. Now this year, totally different. Expectations are much higher. You're Elite 8 or bust. We've seen this team go to the Elite 8. This team needs to knock that door down. And look, you got to have things go right, but the talent is there. They've given you everything that you need to win basketball games at the University of Arkansas, except a functioning boiler at Bud Walton. It's the only thing you don't have.
Well, they have.
I mean, is that fair?
They've boneyarded.
Right, and the seats are too small because we're too fat.
That's right.
I mean, that's the only thing you don't have.
We got fat in
Football's
32
totally
years.
different. Baseball, you have no excuses. You've gotten everything handed to you. You have no excuses there. There's something there that's just working against you. Cosmic power. Football's totally different, man. You got to come up with $30 million. Ohio State spent $30 million on their roster last year. You want to compete with the big boys? That
seemed to work out for them.
That worked out for them. You've got to be in that neighborhood of 20 to 30 every single year. And I don't know who has that to give to somebody every year. You want to go from the penthouse to the outhouse real fast? Keep giving that money pit $20 million a year with no return. It's why my minority owners in sports buy 10%. You know what they get paid for that? Yeah, they get 10% of the profits.
So earlier, someone suggesting J.B. Hunt. Sadly, he's passed away. So that's he's not. He won't be donating. His family could, but he isn't. Anyway,
why are we asking these corporations to fund this?
Because we don't have any money. It's the 49th poorest state in America, or something like that.
Then at the Liberty Bowl, it is. These corporations have stockholders to answer to.
We don't have any money.
$20 million to a university money pit is not in the plan.
But what you asked earlier, I said something. You were like, in this staff. Here is the complaint I have with this staff. They've never been able to parlay success into more success. They beat Tennessee. They still go 6-6 or whatever it is that year. They get into that spot where they're playing Georgia and in a top 10 game with game day there in Athens, and they totally crap their pants and no show for the game. I didn't expect them to win, but I also didn't expect them to deep snap the ball over the punter's head in their own end zone and self-inflicted wounds one right after the other. It's an undisciplined mess. It starts at the top, and that's what it is.
Jerry Jones. Jerry didn't buy a free agent this offseason. You think he's spending money here?
That's the Daddy Warbucks that's going to come in and save everything.
He's not. Stephen Jones said that. They are not investing in this.
But you see, there's no hope in the coaching staff. So the only hope there is for these people, Zach, is to believe that Daddy Warbucks is going to come down from the penthouse and save you. That's all
Okay,
they have.
Okay.
That's all they have to cling to.
So we're asking the fairy godmother to come down here and say, "Oh, here's $20 million."
You think they're going to believe in this offensive line?
No.
God, no. You got to believe in the fairy godmother. Bippity bobbity boo. That's what you got to believe in. That's all there is.
It just, I don't know. To me, it's like buying a lottery ticket every year. That's what you're asking them to do.
Right. That's what they're waiting on.
I know.
It's all there is.
I know.
It's all there is.
I know.
If they got a new coach, there would be some belief in that. And I'm not saying that they should or they will, but if they did, there is a built-in blind optimism that goes along with that you can also this department is incredibly bad at raising money from top to bottom. They know how to raise prices. They don't know how to raise money. And those are two different things.
One way to do it.
There's two. Those are not the same thing.
No.
And they are very ineffective at that, as far as I can tell.
We're wishing and hoping, and nobody's doing anything about it.
That's right.
Well,
Yes, that's all we have.
Somebody's going to come save us.
Come on, Jerry Jones, write that check. Come on, man. That's all there is.
Yeah, I know.
All there is. I know. All right, we'll be back here on ESPN Arkansas. As Abner pointed out, you believe the hopium, then you be found to be a dopium, and then. And I forgot what the third part of the joke was there. Anyway, hey, check out 46 Steakhouse in Alma. Adam and Brooke Daly are serving up tradition with every bite. Hand-cut steaks, including their massive 46-ounce ribeye, juicy chicken, and hand-breaded catfish. Plus, every meal comes with the famous homemade rolls and honey butter. Folks cannot stop talking about it. 46 Steakhouse. Ready to make your family feel right at home. 46 Steakhouse, 108 Highway 71 next to Harps in Alma. 46 Steakhouse, where every meal is a masterpiece.
The show the experts never miss. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas. And streaming on hitthatline.com.
The Crane team is your home for all your automotive needs. With 16 different locations across the state and America's favorite brands, the Crane team has the perfect vehicle for you. From pickup and delivery to service after the sale, plus our famous huge Crane cash discounts. The Crane team simply can't be beat. Shop Arkansas's largest selection of Buick, GMC, Ford, Chevy, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, and more. Visit us today or shop online at craneteam.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Summer's heating up and accidents don't take a vacation. Whether it's a fender bender on a road trip or hail damage from a recent storm, you need a collision repair team you can trust. Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body has been family owned for over 40 years and proudly holds iCar Gold Class certification, ranking them in the top 15% of collision repair shops nationwide. For dents and dings to hail damage repair, their expert technicians make your car look like new. Call 479-751-3801 or go to CourtneyHollingsworth.com to schedule your estimate today. Twisted ankle, sore shoulder? Ozark Orthopedics has you covered whenever and wherever you need orthopedic care. Stop by Orthopedic Urgent Cares in Bentonville and Fayetteville. Open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday with no appointment needed. Or download the HURT app, a free tool that immediately connects you with an orthopedic injury expert 24/7, 365. Don't let pain slow you down. Visit ozark-ortho.com for more info and get back to the activities you love.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Hey, y'all know what?
What?
We are so fortunate.
Yes, we are. We have the best customers and fans anyone could ask for, and we have a great university to represent.
Yep, I'm very proud that we're all from Arkansas, plus we're University of Arkansas graduates.
Mom, Dad, you guys are right. We do have great fans and great teams, and we don't have to ask permission from corporate to get what Hog fans want. We are corporate.
But not everybody can get to Fayetteville, so we invented them WW Interwebs face Grammy thingies.
You mean website. Wow, Mom, he can't just get this right, can he?
Nope. And Matt, I've been trying to figure him out for 34 years.
Dad, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
And they can call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
They can also drop by at 989 South Razorback Road here in Fayetteville.
Folks, it just does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
Experience the flavors of chef-inspired modern Ozark cuisine at Mockingbird Kitchen in the Evelyn Hills Shopping Center in Fayetteville. Now that the weather is perfect, dine on their patio and enjoy delicious, seasonally inspired dishes from signature favorites to nightly specials. They're open Wednesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner, or if you prefer to stay in, you can order takeout and enjoy at home. Vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free options are available. Make your lunch or dinner extraordinary at Mockingbird Kitchen, where great food meets great atmosphere. Mockingbird Kitchen, modern Ozark cuisine.
If you're trying to get through your daily activities and you're noticing you can't because you're focusing more on your pain than being able to enjoy the moment, those are the patients that we're looking to treat because we can make a difference.
That's Dr. Ashley Caravelli, a medical director for QC Kinetics.
What we're doing at QC Kinetics is offering treatments that help with joint preservation. We use cutting-edge technology in our in-house lab to harness your body's natural healing powers and target the areas where you need them the most.
These are regenerative, non-surgical treatments, and QC Kinetics is the nation's leader, delivering lasting relief to tens of thousands of patients.
What we do know is that the sooner we start treatment, the sooner you'll see relief.
So don't wait another minute. See if you're a good candidate for these non-surgical treatments for joint pain. The consultation is completely free.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Level up your summer projects with 4th of July savings on top brand cordless power tools from the Home Depot. Whether you're working on a fence, a planter box, or a new workbench, get the power and runtime you need with the Ryobi One Plus 18-volt 2 toolkit from the Home Depot for only $99 plus $139. Get 4th of July savings on the cordless power you need to make summer projects easier than ever. Right now at the Home Depot.
Experience Razorback football on the Hill this fall as quarterback Taylon Green, defensive stalwart Cam Ball, and the Hogs will be returning to action for great home matchups, including the August 30th home opener, the first ever matchup with Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish, on September 27th, and a matchup against Texas A&M inside Razorback Stadium for the first time since 2013. Secure your tickets online right now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Hello, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist Darby Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. Well, quiet weather for the most part through this evening, but then things get active again as we go into the weekend. Out there tonight, lows drop in the low 70s with mostly clear skies. As we go into our Friday, still warm, not quite as hot as today. Highs mid-upper 80s with a pretty decent chance for some scattered showers and storms here and there, something to watch out for. And then we get to Saturday and still a few more spotty scattered storms with highs in the upper 80s. That's your Get Ready Weather, only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Liv Moss. It's Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Cubs beat the Cardinals again. Cards fans, it's over. Time to sell. Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair because I didn't have a place to sit. Get the Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by, tell Roberts, Errol, man, that Joe Bonamassa sucks. And you want to be seated in the Good Chair. No Arkansas players chosen in last night's first round of the NBA draft. Adithero expected to go sometime tonight. Of course, you can hear the draft right here on ESPN Arkansas beginning at 6:30. State's number one ranked high school football player has chosen to go out of the state to play his college football. Danny Beal, four-star defensive lineman, ranked 115 in the country out of Cross County, chose Oklahoma State over Missouri, Mississippi State, Mississippi, and North Carolina. Your Ruscin and Zach Experts brought to you by Duke and Duke Investments. Call Randy, Morty, or Billy Ray for all of your investment needs. When someone says you don't know the half of it, or you're about to learn all of it, 73.9% of you said yes. Who's the biggest villain in SEC football? 44.6% of you Lane Kiffin. Drink running second, 32.2%. And are we making too big a deal out of the number one high school player in the state leaving to go elsewhere? 50% of you said it is a big deal. Those are your Ruscin and Zach X polls, again, brought to you by Duke and Duke. Randy, Morty, or Billy Ray Valentine for all of your investment needs.
Capricorn.
Billy Ray Valentine. Capricorn. What a great movie.
Big Mike's on the phone. Hi, Big Mike.
What? We need to make Elon fall in love with the Razorbacks. He's got $30 million just in his pocket.
There you go.
You know, Elon, this rocket's messed up. Here's $1 billion. Fix it. Elon, this rocket's not right. Here's $1 billion. Fix it. You know, that's what we need.
Let me ask you this, Big Mike. Big Mike.
I heard the chicken.
If I handed $30 million to that athletic department, do you think they could fix it?
Oh no, you probably have to hand them $100 million. That's right. You know.
Got it.
You know,
that's right.
Oppa! All right, got the chicken in.
Some days he's silent, some days he's not. Anyway,
my ex-wife was there.
Yeah. And of course, in Starship, I think somebody's sabotaging that don't agree with him politically. But the other rockets seem to fly just fine. But I don't know.
What's the thing?
I was watching in between before the Razorback game came on, and they were showing a whole bunch of Caitlin Clark highlights of crap. I had never watched her before, and I was sitting there watching. Okay, she's the right high. She can handle the ball. She can get a shot anytime she wants to. She can drive to the rim. She passes well. Oh, no wonder all the other girls hate her. They can't do that crap.
Man.
My God. Once in a while, one of her teammates will kind of defend her, but even then, they don't like her that much either, I don't think.
Hey, we got
I don't watch women's basketball.
We got a question for you yesterday. Yesterday, we learned that Close Encounters of the Seventh Kind was having interspecies relations with aliens.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about this? Not like on a personal level, but from a knowledge level.
I hadn't heard anything about that, but I'm sure somebody extended it on out. First, it was just 3 kinds, and then it got to 5, and now it's 7. I don't know what 6 is, but
probably can't describe that here.
6 is flirting, I guess, and 7th is actually going ahead with the deal. You know,
it's the back seat of the spaceship.
That's right. Yes, fogging up the windows.
Yeah. Fogging up the windows.
No.
God, it was a good old day.
Hey, we got questions. We got questions coming in.
Summer nights.
Tyler, South Korea wants to know, do you know anything about the meteor that struck the East Coast today?
No, I didn't even hear that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got up 2 hours ago.
Oh,
yeah, you're going to wake up, yeah. Okay.
I hadn't got to all that stuff yet.
Okay, well,
that's funny. We're the morning show. We're the morning show for Peter and for Big Mike.
Yeah, I like
How about that?
And Joffrey.
Oh, yeah, and Joffrey. Yeah, he's an overnight guy. Okay.
I'm still going through the conspiracies, you know, right now.
Yeah.
Well, now this is probably not as old as it's probably older than I think. I saw this woman on there. You know, the first Ayatollah in 1980. She said he was CIA and another intelligence agency guy who was actually a Hindu. He wasn't Muslim. He was taken somewhere. For some reason, they picked him to train him to be this guy, and then somehow he got sent to France, and then they brought him back to Iran. And and she says all of them are that way. None of them are real. And she's a Muslim.
Mike,
so
you've lost me somewhere.
Huh?
You lost me somewhere.
He was actually a Hindu, the first Ayatollah. He started out as a Hindu.
Okay.
And the CIA and the other intelligence agencies did their crap, ended up making him a martyr somehow, so the Iranians would want him brought to Iran. And he was actually installed by the CIA because, well, the Shah was gone. They couldn't do anything about that, but they could install their guy in there. That's what she said. I'm sorry. Well, he wasn't real friendly to us. I don't know how well that worked out for the CIA, you know. That was the wildest conspiracy I've heard.
Okay.
And like 2 weeks.
Okay.
And there was 2 or 3 other terrorist guys who said were actually CIA.
Do you know
some of them I could believe, and some of them I couldn't.
Do you know who D.B. Cooper was? We're getting questions.
No, they don't know.
Okay. All right.
They've accused like 6 dang guys of that, and none of them have. And everybody, and somebody, well, he couldn't be him because he was there on that day, or he doesn't look anything like him or anything else, you know. And I doubt that stewardess, if she's still alive, would recognize D.B. Cooper if she saw him today. It's been so long since she's seen him.
All right.
I mean,
what's the chicken's name?
They did find. He doesn't have a name except for Chicken. That's it.
You don't want to name him because it's hard, you know.
Yeah,
you gotta,
I mean, he's been there long enough. I don't think we're eating him.
Oh, okay.
Is that eaten? Is that a broiler? Look what I've learned.
I think he was a fighting cock, but I don't guess they fight anymore.
Maybe they do. Maybe that's why we only hear from him every now and then.
I ain't never seen nobody take him nowhere, so I think he used to be, and now he's just there, you know. He lives there, and they feed him, and that's it, you know.
That's protection money. It's like the mob.
Right, yeah, right. Does he have that big talon on the front like the ones that fight do?
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, be careful.
I ain't got close enough to look at it.
Okay.
I don't care enough about that to do that.
Good. All right. Excellent.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Big Mike.
Quick thing to go with.
What?
Wait a minute. Was there any dang? No?
I think that's it.
No, I don't. All right. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Thank you, Big Mike.
God, that was boring.
No, it was not.
I just like playing that. Huh. We get all that?
Oh, yeah, we got it all.
Clean?
Yeah, you got it right, man.
The world is a terrible, terrible place.
Can we talk to the guy that owns the chicken?
Now that, I would sign up for that.
That might be good.
Yeah.
We'll use a fake name, you know, protect the innocent or the guilty, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I've watched plenty of X-rated stuff.
Yeah. Wait till you watch Cooper Flagg trying to figure it out next year in the NBA there, buddy.
Oh, leave him alone. You said he's not going to be any good. I know, and I took some flack for it from host Safa. Leave Christian alone. This is his coming.
We're just killing dreams left and right here.
This is his welcome to the NBA moment. He thinks the Mavericks are relevant again. He doesn't.
Oh, they're relevant. I don't know if they're good.
He doesn't realize that AD is going to sit out 90% of next year.
Yeah, right.
Kyrie's going to go full rogue and blow that team up. But for the moment, let him live. Let him live his.
You think Kyrie's CIA?
I think Kyrie's crazy.
He's been installed.
I think he is absolutely insane. And I think he is a drama queen. I think he thrives on it. That's what he wants.
I think he's CIA.
Let Christian, the only Mavericks fan I know, let Christian have his moment.
Let him cook.
Right.
I've watched plenty of X-rated stuff.
Like when the Thunder win by 32 next year.
It's not what he told me.
Weird. Oh, man. All right, 26 till the hour.
Speaking truth every afternoon. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started. Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
There's only one place to buy fireworks at wholesale prices. Hey guys, I'm Chris Brewer, the owner of USA Fireworks in Arkansas. The best way to purchase your fireworks show is at wholesale prices. Get more fireworks for your money at USA Fireworks Wholesale. If you're interested in purchasing a fireworks show at wholesale prices, send us a message on our website at usafireworks.org. That's usafireworks.org. Go Hogs.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Reigning 7-time ACM and CMA Vocal Group of the Year. Old Dominion. How good is that? World Tour. With Ernest. And special guest, Red Farrell. Saturday, June 28th at Walmart Amp. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Old Dominion. One incredible night of country music you don't want to miss.
We all planned to be on time, but fender bend, damaged windshield, and slick road quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance.
Come on, Dad.
479
479
521
521
4220.
420.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-551-3241. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-551-3241. That's 800-551-3241. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos. Fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
This summer, celebrate stars, celebrate stripes, and celebrate savings at McLarty Daniel. It's one big sale happening now at all 6 McLarty Daniel dealerships across Northwest Arkansas. From Bentonville to Springdale and everywhere in between. With over 2,600 vehicles available, including trucks, SUVs, and fuel-efficient rides, you're sure to find the one that fits your lifestyle and your budget. So gear up, drive out, and experience the freedom of great deals. Welcome to McLarty Daniel Country. Visit McLartyDaniel.com to shop now.
Hello, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist Darby Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. Well, quiet weather for the most part through this evening, but then things get active again as we go into the weekend. Out there tonight, lows drop in the low 70s with mostly clear skies. As we go into our Friday, still warm, not quite as hot as today. Highs mid-upper 80s with a pretty decent chance for some scattered showers and storms here and there. Something to watch out for. And then we get to Saturday and still a few more spotty scattered storms with highs in the upper 80s. That's your Get Ready Weather, only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. The most influential show in Arkansas. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Okay, we're back. We're here again. 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group Hotline here on Ruscin and Zach. And
No.
your drive home is powered by
Yes.
Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle, or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
On today, this is ironic.
Yeah, Musselman. I hope somebody whips his little ass.
Right.
Look, another player's rung the bell. That means he did his personal best.
This is a test. This is just testing to see if our hit that line, the email works, the talk and hit that line, or whatever the heck it is. So just test.
Whoop
It's the resignation at the end, like whatever the heck.
Whatever this is, I don't know what it is. Right. By the way, I love that the strategy for fixing football is the same strategy we all have for getting rich. Just go to the gas station and hope for the best.
Yeah, get you some scratchers.
That's it.
Get one of those video pinball games or video blackjack things.
Quarter pushers. That's the key. That's going to put you over the top.
Everybody's default is, well, some rich guy will pay for it. Rich people don't get rich by spending money.
They get dumb bleep.
They get rich by making you spend money.
Rich people get poor by spending money
That's
on
exactly
dumb bleep.
Right.
But
or buying lots of frozen concentrated orange juice. I love that movie.
It's a good movie.
It just everybody's sitting around waiting for the bag man to show up.
Yes.
And the
that's all there is to believe in.
There
now.
are not 137 bag men, bag women, bag people out there for everybody.
If everybody gives $10, we'll figure this thing out together. That's what you got to do. You know what I mean? Grassroots.
Yeah, that's we're the Libertarian Party.
That's right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, Smack Daddy wanted the chicken on the phone earlier. We'll have to work on that.
We're gonna have to get some. Look, Big Mike, and I know you're listening. Because apparently we're his morning show. We're also Billy and Springdale's morning show, and Joffrey's morning show. So, and Peter in Australia's morning show.
Yes,
he's
that's right.
a lousy, terrible better. He is my mush. He is the Australian mush.
Yeah.
Did you know this? And I did not know until today. Because I went to find the score of the Carlton Adelaide game, which Peter had encouraged me to bet on poorly. Everybody, they're if you want to go to the Aussie Football League, it's afl.com.au. I thought it was just like afl.au. Canada's it's like cfl.ca.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Are they piggybacking off of us, the Australians, with the .com?
Could be.
Bill, are you any sort of an expert on .coms, .aus? You've been all over the world.
I've been to Mexico and Canada. That doesn't really count. I've never left.
Well, you've
North
covered
America.
a lot of North America.
Never left North America.
Yeah.
All right. That didn't go. All right, never mind.
You're the only one that's left North America, Zachary.
I was at the Berlin Wall when the East Germans were over there.
Yeah.
That was fun. Boy, that was fun. They have these little islets in the wall,
in the wall,
and they would just look at you and take a picture of you, which was really disturbing.
No,
but it's a highlight of my life. Trying to get out of Brandenburg Gate. Good times.
Today's the anniversary of the Ich bin ein Berliner thing. You know
I am a donut.
Right.
That's what he said. I'm a donut.
I think I saw
Makes
that
no
today.
sense.
I think I saw that.
I mean, I appreciate the effort. As a
62 years ago today. Yeah,
I'm a donut.
1963.
JT says he has plenty of friends that would donate $1,500 to $2,500 a month. They don't believe the UA would actually use it to win a football game. Well, JT, I'd like to give you my Venmo, and I'll just take one or two of those people.
Yeah.
We got a little traffic report. Exit 87 here in Northwest Arkansas. 6 miles traffic.
Yeah, there's a problem there by Pleasant Grove, and we've got quite the backup on the southbound side of. We've got quite the backup on the southbound side, Zach. Reporting in Copter 1, Derek Ruscin.
Well, wouldn't it be great if we had a traffic helicopter? Do you think they actually used, Shadow Stevens was in the traffic copter?
He was not, no, but they did have one.
How?
The one at WNBC crashed one time.
Yeah, but that's like the TV station, though, wasn't it?
No, the radio copter crashed.
How could a radio station afford a helicopter?
Man, times were good back then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lane in Cave City, he broke his wife's arm. Would like to know, Bill, which is more fun, Canada or Mexico?
Oh, good question.
Oh, I had more fun in Mexico.
Which has better meds?
I didn't. Well, Mexico had the better Imodium.
As they should.
Right.
You ever seen that clip where Berman's talking about the do's in Canada?
No.
The Tylenol that's illegal here, but they have it there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's what they gave me when I was throwing up in North Little Rock.
He was it's one of those deals when he was doing like Monday Night Football halftime. Someone just left a camera on and he's talking about it. And he's like, you go up there and you order it and they go, from the States, eh?
Solid.
He's like, you always wanted one Montreal game a year.
We saved a life today. Stephen Cave Springs just texting. Thanks for the heads up. Taking exit 85 now.
Yeah, get out of there.
You're welcome.
Man. Get out of there. Get out of there.
Yeah, I want to know how a radio station was able to afford a traffic copter. Because I've never been in a radio station that could afford a traffic copter.
They can't afford carpet. What do you mean?
Flooring.
It was a different time.
Yeah,
it was a different time.
I guess.
The 70s, things were booming. I don't know.
Pete in Tawny Town with a good question. Bill, is the traffic what was causing your stomach issues the other day? And is that over?
Yes, it appears to be over.
Okay. All right.
Thanks for the concern.
This too has passed.
Yes.
All right. That's good.
All right. That's good to know.
Yeah, that's good.
Big Mike pointing out, don't they use drones for traffic now? Drones have gotten expensive. We have a drone operator that works with us on our football broadcasts. He makes a decent money there doing that.
And y'all still can afford them?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got all.
I'd be jacking up the rates.
Oh, shout out! By the way, I told you this earlier, but Jalen Williams, our Jalen Williams, his father is now an associate
Jaylin.
Yes, our Jalen Williams is now an associate AD at Springdale.
That's right.
Love Jeff. Jeff's great.
Right.
Good dude. Good dude.
Yes.
So he's. I will see him quite often.
Him on the west side is going to be interesting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because
it'll be a little different.
It's an interesting place.
Yeah. But
there are some interesting parents over there.
Well, I'm probably one of them.
Great.
Good question, Bill. Did you have enough underwear to survive your stomach issues?
Yeah,
I most certainly.
People
did.
are very concerned with your underwear.
Yeah.
Boy, we get questions every day about that.
Every day about Bill's underwear
from guys.
Yeah, that's probably
that's got to be the most depressing part, right?
My underwear situation is just fine.
Greg wants to get Chuck Davalon to do a CFL segment. That's not the worst idea I've heard. Here's the thing.
I mean, he used to play hockey. We should get him in Hockey Corner next year.
We really should.
Is he still around, or is he?
Yeah,
he's
still around. No, he'll still be around. We really should get him on to talk hockey.
Yeah.
The problem we've got is
Yeah.
going through sports information, they hang up on us.
That's right.
So we'd have to go through back channels to do it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we get Davalon.
Yeah.
Talking
now,
Preds,
where's
Stars.
he from in Canada?
Montreal.
Ooh, he's from
the Habs.
He's from the 514. No, I'm out on that.
Oh, you don't want to do that now?
No. You don't deal with people from the 514.
Yeah.
No. Now, is he like from Montreal, like French-speaking Montreal? Because those are the people you don't deal with.
The bio says a native of Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Okay.
And he went to an academy in Florida.
I would like to point out that bio was written by a staffer who was not paid for this. If we're talking 514, we have the opportunity to call him, and I see 514, I'm not making that call.
Okay, all right.
I used to deal with a guy in Pierre, and he's the guy that got my driver stuck on an island. Cost me $9,000. I hate Montreal for that reason only.
Well, we don't have a problem with him.
No. Again, dealing with the region, I have a problem with the region, not necessarily the individual.
It wasn't his fault. Everything went sideways the other night. It wasn't his fault.
No. He is draft eligible, probably a second round pick, so he's most likely gone.
So he's probably gone. Oh, that's too bad.
All right. Well, that sucks.
All right. Okay.
I'd like to get a segment from him on CFL.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they're playing. Is there Thursday night football tonight?
That's a great question. I have not checked my schedule yet.
Yeah.
Is there
Elks Blue Bombers?
Hey, win a bag. What time?
7:30.
I think I'll be grilling some chicken and watching some Blue Bomber football.
That's the way to do
Big
it.
Blue Bomber guy, me.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Tomorrow night's Montreal and the Hamilton Ticats.
I love the Ticats. Have you ever been to Hamilton? It's like right across from Detroit. It looks like it's
that's where Fogg tried to go with a fake ID across the border there at Detroit into Canada.
That boy. Let me tell you what. Have I told you what his summer plans are?
I do not know what's going on with.
Okay,
Let's get a Fog update
we've
here.
got a minute. Fog is one of those guys that falls up. He's Forrest Gump. I mean, he's in the right place at the right time every single time. This is a former intern of ours who tried to sneak into Canada with a fake ID on NFL draft night.
Not bright.
And a mannequin in the trunk. Yeah. Remember, he was going with his idiot buddies who didn't have ID, plus they had a mannequin in the trunk.
Yeah. You don't have to sneak into Canada.
Yeah, it's not a nightclub. You can go in with your regular license, and they'll let you in. And it's not hard to get in there. No. But he didn't know that. I remember I got a text from him that says, "Don't ever sneak into Canada with a fake ID." God, and I'm like, no, they'll let you in. So he was the Kevin Harlan Broadcaster of the Year as a freshman,
right,
at the University of Kansas.
That's right.
He has done Kansas football. He broadcast the Kansas-Texas game at Austin. He broadcast Kansas-UConn basketball at Allen Fieldhouse.
Right.
He was their freshman broadcaster. Then he had a little incident his sophomore year, but he is interning this summer for Mike Breen, the voice of the NBA.
Like Bang.
Yeah. And then in about a month,
he's going to that tennis thing.
But in a month he's going to the Cincinnati Open to work for them for the remainder of his summer.
Wow.
Meanwhile, this kid he's been a super spreader at the University of Kansas. Remember he had when he had the sore throat that he passed along to everybody. Man, I love the kid. I love him to death, but he's goofy. He needs a haircut.
Well, yeah, if you want to be taken seriously in this business.
Miserable jerk pointing out that Montreal is very northern, like Virginia.
Nah, that's right.
Emma and Glenwood wants to know what channel the game's on. CBS Sportsnet, right?
I think they have it.
I think they've got it this year.
Yeah. I think so. So Chucky D's out of here.
Oh, man. That's a shame. Do we know any other Canadians that can do CFL and
No, that's the only Canadian I'm aware of around here. That's it.
All right. Well, there goes that idea.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Such is life.
Well, what are we going to do with those Canadian flags we waved when he was at the bat now?
Really?
In the ballpark. What are we going to do with those now? You have to get another Canadian on the team.
I got a guy out of the MAC. That's close enough, right? I mean, it's from the Rust Belt. It's like near Lake Erie. Go ahead. Yeah, I read that. Car chase guy, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading it. You people are mean. And
wow.
I said you people.
Wow. Yeah. That is a text that was written by someone right there. All right. The drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky here on Ruscin and Zach. Tomorrow, we're live at the Crane Hyundai in Bentonville right here on
watch Derek have baby fever.
Oh, yeah. I love the selection out there. They got a lot of good stuff out there. Anyway, we'll be out there from 2 to 6, broadcasting live. What did we want people to bring out there? Oh yeah, bring your boat. We'll sign it.
Yeah, bring your baby. We'll sign it.
We'll sign baby. We'll sign stuff. Sure. Bring the good pins. The good pins. Yeah. That's what we'll do. All right, we'll come back and we'll turn the heavy lifting over to you. All right, the texter takeover at 5:00. That's where we let the texters run amok and. Let them do almost whatever they want. Almost. That's all coming up here on ESPN Arkansas. And the Hit That Line Now app brought to you by Taco Bell. Stay right where you are.
This is Allison in the 4029 newsroom. Rogers police arrested a man they say made and sold fake ID cards. Felipe Perez Flores, 47, of Rogers, was arrested on a warrant for non-financial identity fraud and forgery. Police came to his home to investigate an accusation against a relative. When they searched the home, they found forged ID cards and social security cards. Police later found laser printers, a stamp cutter, and other supplies, and nearly $500,000 in cash. You can read that story on 4029tv.com. And 2 suspects were arrested in connection to a double homicide in Crawford County. Billy Nelson and Eddie Sterling have both been booked into the detention center and face capital murder charges. The Crawford County Sheriff said a shooting happened at a home near Chester, where they found a 66-year-old and 70-year-old man who had both been shot. Their identities have not been released. Those are your headlines.
Dog Party USA has been voted the best boarding and daycare facility since 2007. Located in the heart of Northwest Arkansas, this woman, veteran, and locally owned business has everything your pup needs to have a great time. With 5 acres, indoor and outdoor play areas, an agility yard, and a swimming pool, there's something fun for every size dog. Trained pet care technicians supervise play groups 7 days a week, equipped with the latest air purification technology and cleaning protocols to keep your dog safe. Visit the website at dogpartyusa.com for more information.
Game day, work day, or any day, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue has you covered with 100% oak smoked meats served by weight so you get exactly what you want. Hosting a crew, Rudy's group meals are perfect for parties, office lunches, or tailgates. 3 meats, 3 sides, all the fixings, and yes, even a tablecloth. And don't forget breakfast tacos every morning until 10 a.m. Made to order, or they've got grab and go for the whole team. Visit Rudy's at 4084 MLK Jr. Boulevard in Fayetteville. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, smoking good every time.
Superior Fence and Rail, one of the largest fence companies in the country, is here in Northwest Arkansas. Superior Fence and Rail can custom chain link, wood, or vinyl fencing. Superior Fence can custom install ornamental iron fencing with powered automatic gates with access control. 12 months, same as cash financing, is available. And Superior Fence and Rail warranties all of their work. Superior Fence and Rail, 479-439-1096. 479-439-1096. Or go online to superiorfenceandrail.com.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T.
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Northwest Arkansas. Hi, this is Stacy with ProMix Concrete, a division of Ozark Ready Mix. We're a local ready mix concrete supplier, and I'd like to invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high-performance, optimized ready-mix concrete and top-notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or Pro-Mix?
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Arkansas football begins in 65 days. Touchdown! Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
We are back. Boo! I know. How do you think they feel?
Man.
He is. This is ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app, brought to you by Taco Bell. All right, we can talk about this in a minute here. You're
what are we talking about?
Well, I just saw something on the X here.
All right.
One of the poll questions.
Oh, okay.
So we can talk about that here. All right, your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle, or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
I'm not signing anything but ball.
Well, all right.
A classic.
Hey, to each his own, his or her own.
Car chase guy, whatever happened to the music hour idea? Licensing costs?
Working on it.
Lake and Springdale, Lewis Automotive Group hotline, text here. Does Davalon speak French? Can he translate the Carson Shaddy clip?
That's great. That's a great question.
That's a tough one. That'll be nice. Somebody's going to get an angry phone call around here, and it's not going to be good. So this y'all need to be nice.
Who's that going to be, Derek?
You.
I always get the angry. I never get pleasant phone calls.
No, never.
I always get angry phone calls.
That's right. Everybody's mad.
Nobody ever starts phone call with, "How are you doing?"
No.
Never, ever. Always starts out.
Did you? Blah, blah, blah.
Yes. Did you?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Are you aware?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way.
Right.
Yes, that's how
all of those things.
All of these things.
Right.
Yeah, we do have, I just checked, 7:30 tonight.
Oh, yeah,
the Edmonton Elks taking on the Blue Bombers. Is it a doubleheader night?
No.
Excited about that 12
Only get to one.
Maybe Arkansas should try that, put an extra guy in the field.
You know, it's funny to me how, I know, Razorback baseball fans that turn their nose up at Major League Baseball.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense to me. And then there's football people turn their nose up at Canadian football.
Football.
We're not asking you to rearrange your whole life for this. But if it's on, it's the summertime, it scratches an itch. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, of course not.
I'm not going to watch it instead of the NFL or college in the fall. If I watch college football in
I'm
the fall.
not watching 4 quarters, but I'll watch a quarter and a half.
Right. What's the problem?
I usually watch Canadian football till the sun goes down.
You watch Big Brother. I'm going to watch Canadian football. Leave me alone. You judgy out there.
Really?
Come on.
Oh. Kenzie's got a question for you.
Yes.
She has just texted me.
Yeah.
And now again, she's typed it in this. She's a Gen Alpha in this Gen Alpha gibberish. So I have a question for Ruskin.
Okay.
You know what? I just thought of. If you were born with 2 right hands, which one would you say is your dominant one? Right one or right 2?
Well, would they'd both be on the right side?
No, you'd have 2 right hands.
So you'd be probably the one right 2. This one.
Well, no, but that would be right 1 because it's the original right.
Okay. You're counting right to left. I got you. Well, that guy in Best of Show had 2 left feet.
That's
Remember
right.
that? Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Super.
Just super.
Okay.
All right. I'll pass that along.
That's a great poll question. If you had 2 right hands,
which one's dominant?
Right.
She did to me the other day. She hits this jumper, and I took it. I have a great shot of it. And every time I take a picture of her shooting a jumper, she'll go, "Ew." I'm like, "What's the problem this time?" And she's always got some little critique. And this particular one, she was on the left side of the basket, and she goes, "Well, if I could use my left hand, I should have used my left." I'm like, and this is why she's contemplating 2 right hands. She wants another. She wants a prosthetic on her left hand.
2 right hands.
Yeah.
So that means the thumb would go out.
Correct.
On the left hand.
Yeah, it'd be weird.
On the
right?
left side.
Right.
The right hand.
Yeah, it looked like this. Yeah.
That'd be
weird.
That'd be something, right? I wonder if anybody's got that going on. I don't know.
Pissed off about that picture.
Oh yeah, because I remember that. Yeah. Good picture by you.
I thought so.
Look at you.
I know. I'm becoming quite the photographer.
Right. You're a regular. You're a regular Neil Leafer over there.
Yeah. Oh wow, Walter Eos. I see your Leafer. I'll raise you a Walter Eos.
Wow. Ken Griffey Jr.
Randy Johnson.
That's right.
I can do this. You want to go famous photographers?
Andy Shoup.
I love Shoup.
Yeah.
Pompeo Cesar.
Oh, look at you go.
Hey, for those who don't know,
we're doing camera people now.
Well, Pompeo took some of the greatest photographs of all time from the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, he did?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Very important to Zach.
Wonder if he knew Perfecto Tellez, the hairdresser to the stars over there in California. I don't know.
Oh, boy. That's Bill, don't read that. I need to edit that.
What did you do?
I hit send too fast.
Can you edit a text sent to Bill? He's an Android guy. Does that work?
No, I
got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got it.
I didn't get it.
No, it was just to him. He asked me a question, and I was like, I meant to say nope.
Look at you. You're like Ansel Adams over there.
Oh wow, Ansel Adams. Okay. Huh.
Wow. Annie Leibovitz.
Oh, okay.
Franny Leibovitz. Damn it. So close.
Fawn Leibovitz.
Oh, that's right.
Fawn Leibovitz was killed in a kiln accident.
Right.
It wasn't at Faber College. It was at somebody help me out. Animal House. Fawn Leibovitz.
Yeah.
I've read her obit 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Dickinson College. Named after Emily Dickinson. Yes, thank you. Yes.
How could we forget?
Pete in Tawny Town says Bill being an Android guy is so on brand.
What does that mean?
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Bill saved 2 lives today.
I did not. Yeah. The car did.
Bill saved 2 lives today.
Yeah, this,
now, I don't remember.
Was paying off.
I don't remember what the first one was.
I do.
You.
Not me.
Okay. So let's.
It was y'all.
Yeah. Let's go through this because
let's back up here.
Derek gets up and he makes this noise and he's like, "I'm going to go close the front bathroom." So Derek runs off to what we lovingly refer to as the Cadillac.
Yes.
It is a not often used bombing range that
I can't go in there.
No, you don't want to go in there.
And the one in the hallway's out of order.
Right. Yeah, we're
down to 2.
Yeah, right. And we call it the Cadillac. So Derek runs back there and he puts 3 bunker busters in there and hits the flush button and the toilet just continues to flush and
it keeps
spin.
Going. Yeah.
And he comes back very nonchalantly and goes, "Oh, hey, by the way, the toilet's not working."
Right.
And proceeds to tell me this. Now, in my head, because I've been through this about 40 times, the plumbing in this building is so bad. In that particular situation, we have about 5 minutes before the bathroom starts flooding. And there was some water that was now gushing onto the floor, and we were in a situation. Man. I ran into my desk, tried to find the screwdriver. I don't know. Whoever took my screwdriver, bring it back. It is specifically that's why the hall, what I call Midtown, the bathroom halfway down the hallway here, Midtown, is shut down because none of the bathrooms here work. You have to basically shut off the water at the valve. The bobber in the little handle is stuck.
Yeah.
So I get in there, and of course the water's just there's water pouring out the back of it. I'm like, okay, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
So I go and I try and find my screwdriver. Can't find it. I found a screwdriver. That's not good enough. I'm like, we got an issue. And I say to Bill, hey, no, I didn't even say it. I said it to Stan. Like, hey, you got a screwdriver. And Bill's like, I have one in the back of my car. They gave it to me when I bought my car. So I go in there. He unzips the thing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we got a screwdriver. And I was able to shut off the water at the valve.
Yes.
To keep the building from flooding, kind of.
Yes.
There is water in that front bathroom.
Okay.
There is water in our bathroom. But from what I've been told, the floors back there are made to absorb water.
We're in good shape.
We're in good shape back there. It's probably all under the walls and stuff. But I did manage to keep the building from flooding, thanks to Bill and his, as he calls it, the RU, the tool case that was in the back of it. Now, I don't remember what the other situation was where you saved a life.
Well, I came
Somebody
back.
needed nail clippers.
That's right.
I came back into the production room and same said Stan. Need to ask for some nail clippers. Actually, he comes back and asks, he goes, do you have a medical kit? Did they give you one of those with your car? And I'm like, actually, yeah, they did.
So to recap, we've had a toilet that was stuck and we had a hangnail. And Bill saved both of those lives. Zach Clark has texted and he wanted to point out that Fawn Leibowitz, they were engaged to be engaged.
Oh, I see.
So Bill and the Roo. Now, was the nail clipper part of the Roo?
No, when I bought the thing, they took me around to the service department and they just started throwing a bunch of stuff in the back. And there's that. There's a road kit, the tool kit, and then the first aid kit. All that just came with it.
Okay. Oh, John.
That's right.
In my life tonight. So that was that, and your nonchalance as you walked in and sat down when I had clogged the toilet. Water spewing.
Well, it's kind of an embarrassing situation.
Yeah, but when the water's like running around like that, I need to know because not only
that's why I told you.
Not only do I do my job, I'm also a part-time radio engineer and a plumber.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I know the trick to every toilet in this building.
Are you licensed, bonded, and
not
insured?
Even close?
Okay, right.
But I do know how to shut it off and fix the little bobber. So, John. So that's that happened.
Okay, well, thank you to all parties involved for their.
Bill saved 2 lives today.
He did.
With now the hangnail, I have a pair of nail clippers in my desk drawer in case you need them.
Well, I didn't see you jumping up to save his life.
Well, I didn't hear it. I was busy unclogging, the bunker buster. I love that word. I really do. I'm trying to work that into every conversation I have. Is a bunker buster.
Yeah, it's good.
So
your clippers would have done the job.
Yeah, I think so. I got to fix the Midtown, but I really don't want to.
Okay,
it's not my job.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No, I really don't. I'm not a licensed plumber. I just kind of wing it. You know what I mean? I'm just winging it. Why keep a dowel in the bathroom back there? Dig out, when somebody clogs that one. Yeah, don't forget the time I fixed the studio door hinges. I did do that. I did that too. I'm apparently a carpenter.
Yes, you are a like Bob Vila over here.
I really
you do it all.
Is he still around?
I don't know. Bob Vila.
Graham wants to know: did the Roo come with a tie-dye kit?
It did not.
Bob Vila is still alive. He's 79.
Good to know. Greg wants to know: does your Roo come with a candle warmer?
I'll have to check. They may have thrown one in there. I don't know.
Hey, this says Bob Vila went to Florida.
Boom!
SEC legend.
Oh,
SEC legend Bob Vila. All right. How about that?
Let's see here.
Who knew? I did not know that.
All right.
That's what I learned today. Bob Vila went to Florida.
So
SEC,
Tom
baby.
Petty was there for like 2 weeks.
SEC.
Hacker wants to know: did the Subaru come with a ball of twine?
No, it did not.
Bailey says the show is helping recruiting by teaching them life lessons about fixing toilets. I know more about toilets from working here than I ever wanted to know.
Yeah, that's right.
I've taken the one in Midtown apart to try and fix it.
Yeah.
And I'm no way qualified to do this. Actually, that toilet in Midtown, I had an extra bolt when I was done. I don't know where it came from.
There's always
there's always an extra bolt.
Well, that's where the millipedes are coming in from.
Probably.
Oh, I forgot about them.
Yeah.
There's definitely something crawling around in the ceiling again. I heard that today again. So we got that going on.
Yeah. Well,
are you going to exterminate that?
I'm not fighting animals. I'll fix your toilets. That's fine.
Go up there with your 9mm and take care of it.
I don't have a 9mm. Now, my dad, he's coming into town in a couple weeks.
Well, there you go.
I don't think you can bring a gun on a plane.
Oh,
if you check it, you can.
That's a good point.
Oh, man.
Any concerns about Squirrel Haggard and the Millipede Symposium? Lots of concerns. Lots and lots and lots of concerns.
This texter claims to be in North Korea. I don't think that's correct.
I'm gonna need a photograph.
That's right.
Like proof of life.
Go show those two guys standing staring
Yes, the
at
two
each
guys
other.
that are following you around. Ask to get a selfie.
That's right. Oh man. So yeah, that's what we were looking for here.
Here's a great question. Dirty Drawers, do you get paid extra for being the studio plumber? No, I don't.
No, that's in other duties.
Yeah.
By the way, my wife may have found the rug.
The rug.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that you lost.
Yeah. Okay. Now she says I may not like it. Great.
No, this is the area rug that she told you to order that you claim you bought.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
No, what you did was you just hit the button.
6 foot by 9 foot. That's a big boy. You know what I mean?
Jazz, listen to the company man trying to fix the company stools to save a dime on the budget.
Yeah.
We don't have an option because if I didn't fix it, no one would fix it.
That's right.
We've been through that. We've been down that road before.
If you don't do it, no one will.
That's right.
It's not no one can. No one will.
No one will. Just go across the street.
Russell liked that you said duties when talking about fixing toilets. That made Russell laugh.
Anything I can do to make you laugh,
right.
Russell.
Oh, man. All right. Danny, did you read this already, Denny?
Oh, I don't know.
Toilet talk. That's why we listen.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's you want. Look, I don't know how you feel about this. Go ahead.
Well, Graham wants to know, as a plumber, do you fight Bowser?
That's a Mario Brothers thing. I got that. Yeah. I've found that you guys are more interested in what goes on in our stupid lives than you are about NIL or football players.
Sports,
no, they don't care. Not you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yes. Car chase guy. Fixing toilets apparently falls into other duties. So does
DOODIES.
While we're on the subject.
Oh, here we go. All right. We've unwound him now.
Yeah. Me and Stan, we're going to talk about this sooner or later. So, like, apparently I'm the trash guy, too.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Everybody else just stares at it.
Yes.
Not you. No, you're fine.
I brought them in last week.
Yeah, you did. You're clear on this one because you just got here. Whoever keeps putting the trash in the green trash can instead of the 3 available trash cans, then I have to go out and transfer it over. I will find you and I will break your legs.
Right. Yeah. The green doesn't come here anymore.
No,
it's
they
the
don't.
other. The
they
orange
don't.
comes here. Yeah.
I have to get out the big trash bag and put all the trash that you put in there into a big bag and then into the other.
Why didn't green come get their cans? What's up with that?
Yeah, that's one of life's great mysteries.
Next door, though, they still have the green cans.
Yeah, they do.
So I don't understand what's going on. Yeah.
That's that also under other duties.
Yeah.
What's the worst toilet you've ever used?
I used one at Penn Station. It was pretty creepy. It was bad.
Gas station, Virginia Beach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Didn't have a light.
Yeah.
Probably for a good reason.
You know, it's sad when you go to the when you're like on a road trip and the gas station looks pretty good, and then you get into the facility and you're like, "Boy, this is awful.
It's real letdown.
It's terrible in here."
Cody wants to know if, since I'm fixing toilets now, can I show my crack?
Oh, let me tell you.
Yeah.
By the way, there's this gas station up here on I'll give you a location because I don't care. Pleasant Grove and Pinnacle. All right. One of these former come and goes. All right. No. First of all, it drives me nuts when you got the sink with touch free, right?
Right.
Well, then you have to put your hand on the damn faucet to get the hands free to work. This is not hands free at this point. So you got to hold it, and then it stays on for like 2 seconds. So you're like, you can't get any water going because every time you pull your hand away, it stops. No paper towels. And then and a Sunday, I went up there, and the air dryer doesn't work. So now we're chaos. Chaos is what this is.
You poor thing.
Chaos is what this is. And there's no napkins by the hot dogs that have been sitting there for 14 years or any of the other snack items.
It's like that's like.
So you have to do the handshake thing, and it's just what a disaster.
Like Scotch. You're looking for the 26-year.
What a disaster! An absolute disaster. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Okay.
Absolutely disgraceful. All right. But those sinks that don't work, the hands-free sinks, and you're like. And nothing happens.
And there's no
makes me insane.
This is why the restroom attendant needs to come back.
The 2 things that make me the most nuts is losing the remote control and when the hands-free sink doesn't work. I get irrationally angry at those 2 things.
You say a lot of first world things.
Yeah.
That is the most first world thing you've ever said.
Well, but everybody goes to a gas station where they have those.
I get upset when I can't find the remote and the automatic hand washer doesn't work.
Those are the two things that just make me furious. They shouldn't, but they do. I have no idea why. I guess that's where all the repressed anger comes out. I don't know.
Robin Bentonville's right. You should duct tape the green trash can closed. I'm going to. I have some duct tape at home. You
can't fix it, duck it.
Yep, I'm gonna.
You can't duck it, don't worry about it. I know these are first world problems. We should do a segment, first world problems with Ruscin and Zach. But that just makes me nuts. Just give me knobs on the faucet. That way I know there's 100% success rate. It'll work.
Now, Bailey says, Derek, that is the reason that real men don't wash their hands.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, prove you're a man. That's right.
That is incredibly first world.
Oh, man.
Let's see here. Yeah, plus you got to touch the door on the way out.
Right. Yeah, they don't have the little kick thing. Ugh.
Russell and Boonville would like to know how many gallons per flush you guys flowing over there. I have no idea.
Well, I don't know.
I have no idea. I know the water goes in a circle.
That's right. Yeah.
Sometimes.
And it kept going in a circle.
Yeah. And kept going. And then it disappeared for a second. And then it poured out of the back.
Rob from Bentonville on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. It'd be the height of irony if you do first world problems and the text line stops working.
Exactly.
That would be a first world problem.
Here's somebody who never took you for a gas station bathroom guy.
Dude, we had a...
you are a little dainty.
We had an emergency situation.
Yes.
Desperate times.
Yep. Shout out to Casino in West Siloam.
It's a fine facility.
Oh, man. Let me tell you something. You go in, you play the slots on the way out. It's a good day. Good day.
Yeah, you never know what could happen. You can't win if you don't play.
I realize we burned 22 minutes.
Keep going, man. Keep it going. We're hot. We're hot. We're cooking now.
I know.
Right.
Zach, do we need to put a new roof on the studio Saturday morning? Sign management. Yes. That'd be nice.
This roof is not that old.
I mean, the holes are barely visible.
This roof is like 2 years old, maybe. Maybe not even that old. Because I remember when the peaks of daylight were shining through the old roof onto the floor when they were replacing it.
Dirty George says, from personal experience, he'd rather use a porta potty than the bathroom in that gas station at exit 58 on I-49.
The one with I like the big map though. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? They got the big map in there.
understand.
I like that for some reason. I don't know. Brett and Van Buren says a real man washes his hands before he uses the bathroom.
Oh.
A real man would have done it that way.
Matt says you just pretend you have a room at a hotel, and you go there.
There was no time for these. But generally, you're right. You go find your nearest Hampton Inn or whatever, and you just walk in like you own the place. Usually, there's no one on the front desk anymore anyway.
No,
so you don't have to lie to anybody.
You don't have to feel guilty,
or they're in the back. Right. They're always in the back doing something. There's never anybody at the actual desk. It's crazy.
Gavin says he'd rather go in his drawers than use a porta potty.
No, it's not. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, using a porta potty in this heat, no,
it's a bad idea.
That's a terrible
idea.
idea.
Do that.
Yeah.
All right.
And so you want to do some plumbing tips? I've got some.
Yes.
Get you a curb key. Just shut the water off. And no, if one doesn't work, none of them.
So
work.
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Because my initial instinct was to plunge.
No,
that wouldn't have helped.
No, there is a little mechanism in the handle which had gotten dislodged, and it fills with water and it gets dislodged.
Also, there's no plunger in there. There's a lovely toilet brush, which won't do a damn thing. But
here's a fun story. So next door, we have a salon. Very feminine, very girly girls over there. There was a morning that I had eaten some potatoes the night before, and I had done some damage in one of the bathrooms. And we had a plunger, which I'm not kidding you, was about this. It was probably 1.5 feet long. This little plastic thing, and I'm in trouble. So I grabbed the plunger and I snapped it in half. So I got to run next door, and I love Kristen to death, and she'll kill me for telling her. But I walked in and I said, "Hey, you have a plunger?" And she goes, "Yeah." And can I borrow it? I kind of broke ours. She goes, "Oh, tough day." Yeah. So I walk. She's like, "Yeah, it's in the bathroom." So I walk in there. It was in the bathroom where the bidet was, and I walk in there and and it's the exact same plunger, and I'm like, "Well." Desperate times call for desperate measures. I snapped that one too.
Oh no!
Yeah,
you broke two plungers.
Two plungers, and they were floating around in
Christmas,
that
man.
mess.
What are you doing?
I had to go home and get mine, which is like 4 feet long, wooden.
That's the real deal,
I
right
had
there.
to go I had to go get the big one, and I had to go buy her a new one, which is never. I put a bow on it, tried to make it like really awkward. I'm like, hey, by the way, I kind of broke your plunger, but here's a new one.
Right.
Just what every woman wants.
Right.
That's right.
Here's a text. All this toilet talk. Think about those top state recruits making their commitments elsewhere.
Man, you're not getting this in Oklahoma. That's right, Gavin.
No.
All right. This is the drive home, powered by Mr. Sparky, and they've never been prouder.
Jamie's like a 2-plunger job. Jamie, it was a 3-plunger job.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I broke 2. Had to go get what it's known as my plunger is known as the hammer.
It didn't have its own case.
It was built in like the 70s. I stole it. I stole it from my parents. It is huge. It's a big wood thing. It's about this long, and you like jump. It's like a fence post sticker. That's what it's like.
I'm picturing your plunger, the hammer, having its own case like a pool cue.
It says the hammer on it. And it's in big red letters. And the hammer.
Fred Williamson's unclogging your toilet, man. That's crazy. All right. We'll be back here. Hey, Roback. They have the gear for your perfect summer days with fresh polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Roback.com. And Roback's Delta pants and shorts are a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric that look great on or off the golf course. Use code RUSH25 at checkout on Roback.com for 20% off with your first order. That's RHOBACK.com. Roback, where action
and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the
Thanks
IRS.
for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Mandy White Perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, Sakhalin.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite. White perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Choose your escape. Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. Take a luxurious dip with the $5 Classic box. Indulge in a lavish meal with the $7 Supreme box. Or explore new worlds with the $9 Discovery box. Now featuring the crispy chicken burrito for a truly unmissable experience.
Is that Tony Hawk?
Get Lux for less, only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Roback's got the gear for your perfect summer days.
Coast summers living on the run. Now the beachfront nights, fireflies and thunderstorms. Won't you kiss me, darling? Tell me that you're gonna stay. Yeah. Give me those East Coast summers, Maryland to Maine. Now the seaside.
Shop polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Roback.com.
Roback made finding the perfect pair of pants or shorts much easier. They're a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric. They look great on and off the golf course. So shop at Roback.com for the Delta pants and shorts.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline continues to be your number one source for all your sports betting action. And with baseball in full swing and football season right around the corner, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting. From MLB, UFC to tennis and NFL futures, BetOnline remains your choice for sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Head to the website today and take advantage of their industry-leading VIP program with level-up bonuses and weekly cash boosts. Bet online. The game starts here.
Radio station he's got a cot in the studio. He's living in the radio station. That's you.
There is a lighthouse off the coast of Mont Saint-Michel in France. They'll pay you $1 million to live there.
Yeah.
Problem: no electricity, no power of any kind. No. I mean, like you have to bring your food in. And if you eat all of it, you're screwed. They come to you like once every 4 months. It's just you, and you just have to keep the thing lit.
Okay.
I think I could do that.
I think you could.
I think I could.
Right.
Bob and Branson says, Menards, you can get a hammer and a plunger, a fertilizer spreader, and a $4,000 grill.
And some what do you call those things? Airheads. And a honey bun.
Yeah. I'm going to duct tape that trash can shut.
I can't wait till they put that stuff on top of
it. And they will. They absolutely will. It's like...
Go back and watch that scene in the Buddy Holly movie. That guy in the radio studio has a cot and like a kitchenette. He's living there.
No.
He's living in that radio station.
I believe it.
That's what you need in here is a cot and a kitchenette.
That's what I need is to live here.
That's right.
Me, the squirrels, and the millipedes.
Of course, back then, stations signed off, so you could go home. We don't sign off.
No, we do not.
We're on
24/7, 365.
Like Ted Turner said, we are signing on, and we're not signing off until the world ends.
And he's got the tape ready.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
We should sign off.
Yeah, we really should.
We could do the post game, play the anthem, shut it down. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
absolutely.
Right. We should do that. Be something.
Man.
Well, we can't do a post game tonight. It's past our sign off time. Sign off at 11.
Somebody says I'd be like Quasimodo in the bell tower. Not very nice.
Yeah, they really went after you there. That's not good.
That was not nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's what a fun time.
Jay from Rogers is texting. He's thinking about sponsoring the polls, Poles. Jay, it's polls, Polls.
Hey, if you lived here, think of the money you'd save on house payments. Think of that.
I don't want to. I don't want to live here. I know what goes on around here.
It's like a pay increase.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Just wake up every morning at 5, sign it on, play the anthem, sign it off every night, go to bed.
I knew a guy who he used to sign us on at the TV station. He would do that before he went to work. Like he did like nights.
Yeah.
And he would he lived like right around the corner. He would sign everything on before the morning show came in. And that was his champion thing. And he had I forget what the name of the song was, but it was this like minute 15 Good Morning Arkansas. And it was had pictures of deer and trees and lakes and
was
mountains.
It Arkansas You Run Deep in Me?
I think it was.
That's what AETN used to say.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Yeah. They had the same. You can go find the video on YouTube. It was the same thing for like the entire 80s and 90s. It was a clip of when there was a clip from a Razorback game. There was a clip of some old people like clog dancing at the Ozark Folk Center, and here's how old it was.
Yeah.
The homecoming queen in that Arkansas You Run Deep in Me music video. The homecoming queen is being crowned by Dan Ferreter.
Wow. Dan Ferreter gave me my tour of the university when I was here.
Yeah,
because
that's like 4 chancellors ago.
Yeah, he had a little trouble. Josiah in Missouri, wife doesn't believe you read my texts on the air. Can you help a guy out?
Josiah's wife, we just read his text on the air. All right.
That's for you.
All right. Now make him dinner. All right.
Yeah. What? Wow.
I'm gonna help the guy out. I don't know.
I know you got to get this all out of your system before you go home. Because that ain't flying at your house.
Oh, man. You know, if with any luck in the next break, the power will go out. So that'd be something, right?
You know what would happen? You know what's going to happen is we're going to blow a fuse because that happens around here a lot.
We still have fuses.
Yeah,
Old school.
yeah. And some of them are welded together after a couple of explosions. But I would have to go next door, and Kristen's not here.
Right.
So I'd have to call her. She's probably in Barbados on vacation or something.
Maybe she's hanging out with Captain Larry today.
What's your door code? We said fire to our.
Larry.
And she looks at us. She's like, "What'd you do now?" I'm like, we set fire to our side.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, we'll see what happens during the next commercial messages here on Ruscin and Zach. We'll find out after the break if we're still here.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
I get on that fancy bus they meet us with, and my damn belt exploded.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years. Richard Davenport on the Morning Rush is brought to you by House of Webster and Rogers.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't end up at Arkansas, but at the same time, in today's recruiting climate, you just never know. It just makes sense that he would go to Arkansas.
When it comes to flavor, nobody does it better than House of Webster. Locally made jams, jellies, salsas, and sauces for over 90 years.
Check out their website, houseofwebster.com.
Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
What's going on the grill tonight? Whatever it is, make it unforgettable with the best cuts in town from Richard's Country Meat Market. From the sizzle of bacon-wrapped fillets to the bold flavor of gourmet burgers, juicy steaks, and ready-to-grill kebabs, Richard's is your go-to for a summer full of flavor. Planning to cook out? Skip the stress and call ahead for curbside pickup at 443-0000. Only the best goes on your grill. So get it from Richard's Country Meat Market. 1 block east of College and Rolling Hills Drive at 3042 North Market Avenue in Fayetteville. And online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
Is your lawn looking like it hit the snooze button one too many times, weeds creeping in, grass barely hanging on? It's time for a makeover Lawn Pride style. Our 7-step program does it all, from kicking weeds to pampering your lawn with the nutrients it needs to thrive. Thicker, greener, and yes, way healthier. And here's the kicker. Your first application is free when you sign up for 5 or more treatments. Free! Ready to turn your yard into the envy of the neighborhood? Trust Lawn Pride, because your lawn deserves a little TLC. Visit lawnpride.com to kick off your lawn's glow up today. Lawn Pride, professional care, unbeatable price, and results that'll have your lawn singing.
Summer's heating up and accidents don't take a vacation. Whether it's a fender bender on a road trip or hail damage from a recent storm, you need a collision repair team you can trust. Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body has been family owned for over 40 years and proudly holds iCar Gold Class certification, ranking them in the top 15% of collision repair shops nationwide. For dents and dings to hail damage repair, their expert technicians make your car look like new. Call 479-751-3801 or go to CourtneyHollingsworth.com to schedule your estimate today.
This summer, celebrate stars, celebrate stripes, and celebrate savings at McClarty Daniel. It's one big sale happening now at all 6 McClarty Daniel dealerships across Northwest Arkansas. From Bentonville to Springdale and everywhere in between. With over 2,600 vehicles available, including trucks, SUVs, and fuel-efficient rides, you're sure to find the one that fits your lifestyle and your budget. So gear up, drive out, and experience the freedom of great deals. Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country. Visit McClartyDaniel.com to shop now.
Is that knee, hip, or shoulder pain not getting any better? Are you stuck in a cycle of steroid shots and now they're talking surgery? Before you go down that road, hit pause for a second. Hey, it's Tommy Kraft. I want to tell you about something that helped a lot of people get their lives back without more meds and without going under the knife. It's QC Kinetics, leaders in regenerative medicine, all designed to actually help your body heal itself. No masking the pain. This goes to the root of the problem, and this is critical. 92% of patients report satisfaction with their results. That's not just a number, it's peace of mind that you're exploring something that's truly working for people just like you. Learn more about something that could be life-changing. A licensed medical provider will go over your x-rays and MRI and see if you're a good fit for these breakthrough treatments. Call QC Kinetics today, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234 for QC Kinetics in Northwest Arkansas.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T.
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
Since 2009, the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery has provided more than $1 billion in scholarships to thousands of Arkansans just like you. So thanks a billion, Arkansas. If you'd like to apply for the scholarship, simply go to sams.adhe.edu and fill out the information. And just like that, you're applied. The deadline's coming up, so don't forget. Apply now at sams.adhe.edu.
ESPN 99.5.
Please don't take these guys literally or seriously. Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
All right, we're back. This it? Yeah.
Awesome.
I can't think of any more that there is
I
to
could
do
not
here.
think of anything that I'm more excited about.
Okay. Oh, great.
What?
Kendrick Perkins now feuding with Bill Simmons. Why do these people not understand what we understand about these media feuds? Someone is using someone to advance
What
themselves.
are they fighting about?
I don't know. I just saw a video.
Simmons is always in a fight with somebody.
Well, exactly, because he has no audience, so he has to use other people to get some, boost up. We know all about that.
Yeah.
About people with no audience trying to pick fights with us.
Yeah.
It happens all the time around here.
It's true.
But I just saw a video that Kendrick Perkins says, "I'll address your ass" at Bill Simmons on Sunday.
Sunday? What's Sunday?
I don't know. Maybe he's going to be on the
company Christmas
the BS
party?
report or whatever it is. I don't know. Anyway, it's just all. Are we the only ones that know how the game is played? Is that how this works?
I don't know. People out there, I think, find some of this interesting. I personally don't. Bill Simmons had a run there in the late 90s where I used to read his column weekly, look forward to it. And then he just went off the rails.
Yeah.
He wrote one of the great columns of all time. And it was around the NBA Finals time. And it was, what if Hickory High played Coolidge High in a 7-game series? And he broke the whole thing down. It's one of the great articles I've ever written.
Yeah.
And he got into the whole thing, like the best player on the floor is Jimmy Chitwood. But how far can Jimmy carry you? And he also developed the Ewing theory, which is when your best player goes down, you get better. And I don't know what I have not paid attention to Bill Simmons.
Money has certainly made him less creative. He was more creative when he was
poor,
broke. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, poor, broke, and hungry. That's the Gordon Gekko plan.
Right.
He still holds up. Wall Street, watch it, learn from it.
All right, Bill, what have you learned today?
Well, a handful of things on this day in history. Real quick, Sonny and Cher's divorce became final.
Oh, yeah.
50 years, right?
Elvis had his final concert.
Hey. All right. Bad Elvis.
I know you always don't care about the Broncos, but they were named the Broncos on this day in 59.
Was that when they were wearing the ugly yellow,
brown and yellow?
Yeah, that was a poor choice.
But the kicker is in 1907, Mary Mallon, nicknamed Typhoid Mary, was forcibly quarantined in New York for spreading typhoid fever. She was working as a line cook. She escaped, went back to work, and infected a couple more dozen people. And then got caught again.
Mary, not a great person.
Way to go, Typhoid Mary.
Not a great girl.
Thank you. That's right.
Did you know that we used to broadcast games in 3D? Football games? Yeah. There's only been one college football game broadcast in 3D. Any guesses?
Right?
No, I'll tell you, it happened on December 31st, 2010.
I thought it was Clemson.
Nope.
Really?
It was the Fiesta Bowl between Oklahoma and UConn, the Randy Edsall game. Like 49-10. UConn did not deserve to be in that game. And Oklahoma boat raced them.
Right.
But that game was broadcast in 3D, which I think is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
And given today's televisions, we don't need 3D anymore. No. 4K is perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, that's right.
I love 4K. You have 4K capabilities on the tube?
Yeah, I've got 4K capability.
You know what I like about it? Is I watched the national championship game. My team was in it. Yours wasn't. In 4K, no commercials. They would just go to a camera up high.
Oh, wow.
No commercials. It was wonderful.
Wow.
Now, if they
made a lot of money off that.
If they could have just shut Fowler up, it would have been okay. God, he sucks.
Okay. In the draft, Jace Richardson was taken by the Magic.
Yes.
It is the fourth father-son duo in NBA draft history to be drafted in the first round out of the same school. Jason and Jace Richardson, Michigan State. Juwan Howard and Jet Howard, Michigan.
Okay.
Boot.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Ronnie Brewer Jr., Arkansas. And I don't know where Jim Paxson Sr. and Jim Paxson Jr. went, but they were at the same school in 56 and 79. There you go. That's the four father-son duo drafted in the first round from the same school.
Let's see.
Dayton.
Yeah.
Oh, the Flyers.
Dayton, yeah.
All right.
John Paxson went to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Brother of.
But I confused him in my mind with Danny Ainge, and I was thinking BYU, but Danny Ainge went to BYU.
Do you think Ty knows the difference between typhoid and hemorrhoids?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
Well, there you go. The University of Dayton. Also, John Gruden's alma mater.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And Dan Patrick.
Their alumni list is better than Arkansas's.
Wow. Yeah, the famous people around Arkansas didn't even go to the school.
No.
You know,
they didn't.
Except Daly, he went here, but,
well,
TJ Holmes, he went here.
It didn't go real well.
You ever meet him? TJ Holmes?
No.
Oh, okay.
Clown. Clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, him and Roebuck are still out there having a good time.
Blaming everybody for their problems.
Oh, I did meet Roebuck because she used to be at MSN.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah.
I'm willing to bet she was delightful.
Well, she was. I'll plead the fifth.
Yeah, so that's a yes. That's a yes.
There you go.
She seems delightful.
Yeah.
Delightful.
All right. Well, that's another another hour down here on the old.
Let's put a fork in this one.
Another Ruscin and Zach.
We'll do better tomorrow.
Coming up at 6:30, you'll hear the NBA draft coverage here on many of these stations.
I hope.
We hope.
I think I did it right.
And then Zach's going to stay here and sign off the stations when the draft's over. We'll play the anthem.
Can't wait.
Shut it down.
Can't wait. I'll be right here.
ESPN Radio broadcasts at a frequency of.
Ty thinks that typhoid fever is named after him.
Oh, typhoid. Yeah, right.